Hello, everyone! Godspeed, and thank you for joining me here on RazörFist Arcade Live, which is, for once, aptly titled, because I am flying the fuck solo tonight. Taran Gell is busy. Sorry about the postponement, by the way. Taran Gell used too much delay cream. Now he's waiting on an orgasm from back in 1987, so it is just me, folks. I am all by my lonesome. Oh, do not tell me there's an echo again. I'm gonna murder this damn thing if that's true. Hold on. Alright, so there's no echo? Yes? No? Maybe so? No echo, thank you. So you lying liars in the fucking comments section. I'm moid at ya! I'm moid at ya! Godspeed, everyone. I'll try and get to the donations right off the bat here. Just a few of them. We are going to be rocking some Cyberpunk indie action. This was a real sleeper game. Came out of nowhere back in like 2015, I want to say. Me and Taran Gell and myself were big fans of it. It's kind of like, I don't know, what Mark of the Ninja was to stealth gaming. You know, how it was just the genre was dead for so long, and then this indie game comes out of nowhere and shows everyone how the fuck it's done. This is basically that, but to cyberpunk RPGs at the time. There hadn't been a lot of them at the time, and this random, low-budget, side-scrolling game just comes out of nowhere and beats everyone's ass. So, okay, let's do this. Let's try and get to... Aha! Tronathon 242, do you think that Curt Schilling will ever manage to get into the Hall of Fame? It seems the only thing keeping him out is his politics. You nailed the fuck out of that one. Curt Schilling should be in the Hall of Fame. He was one half of the World Series, of the sort of double-barreled badassery machine that took the 2001 World Series, not to mention everything he means to Boston. If you're in fucking Boston and you're such a fucking shrieking leftist, I'm not gonna name any names, but Groovy Knob certainly might rhyme with it. And you don't like Curt Schilling just because he dares to be fucking conservative. You can choke on the fattest, veiniest part of my cock and ask for second, shithead. So I dig the fuck out of Curt Schilling. He was a bona fide fucking Chad. And yeah, I will hear no negatives on Curt Schilling. Here we go. Robert T. Except that he went to Boston, the fucking traitor. Robert T. Longway, can you explain why Strock saying, no, he's not, we'll stop it, like he's Captain Planet with the Infinity Gauntlet, shows no obvious bias, but some Russians buying Facebook ads is Zom collusion must impeach. Well, you see... It's harder to see without your head permanently lodged in your ass. That's kind of the issue. If we can get your proctologist in there, I might be able to demonstrate, but otherwise you're fucked. Winter Exile.
Oh! And I'm the cure.
Winter Exile. Razor and Taran rant on Cyberpunk 2077 at E3. Well, no Taran, so I'll do it myself. I think the fact that we've seen air quotes gameplay trailers and the idea that there's a closed gameplay demo that apparently has not been shown to anyone else, these are both two of the surest warning signs and signifiers that this game is operating not on true gameplay, but on probably either a vertical slice or a step up from a vertical slice. This happened, by the way, with Thief. Right there, that should be the biggest fucking bright shining red flag. Anytime it's similar at all to Thief, you know it's not good news. The exact same thing happened with Thief when no news had come out about Thief 4 for years and years and years, and everyone was worried. And just to get people to shut up, they shot out like a pre-rendered trailer, and then they did this really exclusive, extremely cloistered demo only for members of the press. And that was like, okay, now we can shut up, there's gameplay. When in actuality, it turns out whatever the fuck that demo was basically what's called a vertical slice, which is basically a chunk of gameplay that you just jimmy rig until it works, but it's really just one very, very, very small section of gameplay. It's kind of like a working demo just so you can see all the systems working in concert. So I wouldn't be too easily hoodwinked on the Cyberpunk thing. I think the fact that they're only tentatively saying it'll be released in mid 2019 tells me that game isn't quite together yet. And well, that and the 6-year fucking delay. All right, let's see here. 13 Stooge, being a High Plains Drifter fan, do you see the story as a ghost story, or do you see it as another awesome Eastwood Western? No, Pale Rider is a ghost story. Actually, Clint Eastwood has gone on record as saying that High Plains Drifter suggests that the character is a ghost, but he's really just behaving like a ghost, whereas Pale Rider he's a full-on fucking ghost. It's fucking Casper meets Fistful of Dollars. It's pretty awesome. The ending alone makes a compelling argument. Hello from California, kill me. Oh, you guys are killing yourselves, so fuck that. Edelwolf Bergman, all clanners are filth, this is common knowledge, but if you had to choose which clan is the best and which is the worst other than Smoke Jaguar. The worst is Diamond Shark, because that's the dumbest name for anything ever, and the best is Smoke Jaguar, is Ghost Bear. Speaking of Pale Rider, you didn't, atheists are fat, smelly losers. You didn't shoot enough testicles in the sniper stream. 0 out of 10. Maybe Benoit's family would still be alive if they tapped out. Thanks for not leaving us hanging with that pun. Both. Favorite candy bar? Twix? Twix for the win. For me, it's 0 bars. I really like 0 bars. If you can find them. They're delicious. You get white fudge on the outside, and like on the inside, it's kind of like a Milky Way, but with not peanuts, but like almonds. It's damn good, actually. 0's yummy. And if you put them in the freezer, they're even better. It's delicious. Fuck 1776. Europe needs to go full Deus Vault. Ric Flair or Macho Man? I'm going Macho on that one. I think Macho Man was a bigger star than Ric Flair ever was. Ric Flair was a bigger kind of territorial star, but in terms of television stars and cultural impact, I don't think you can make any argument that Macho Man wasn't bigger. Jason the Unpopular, I think that ginger ale at the coffee shop is just Coke and Sprite mixed together. But how could I prove it? Where have I heard that before? You stole that from something, and I don't know what it is. You stole it from something. Was it Seinfeld? I don't know. Clay Davis, she. What's up, my niggas? Goyim niggas. Terrence sounds like a less nasally movie Bob. I question his testosterone. Today was a terrible day. My ex got hit by a bus and I lost my job as a bus driver. Is Razor saying that Nazis weren't fascists? Well, there is actually a distinction between Nazis and fascists. Nazis are a derivative of fascism. But they are pretty much patterned almost 100% after each other. It's almost like a 95 or so. You know, kind of like FDR's New Deal is patterned after fascism. Yeah, blow your fucking history teacher's mind with that one, if you happen to still be in high school or college. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll tear into this fucking shit. General Gentile Genitals. How are you guys goyim? Yet collect shekels. Oh, there we go. Yet collect shekels like one of God's chosen. You want I should stop? My favorite WWE moment, it doesn't matter if The Rock counts to 3. Women are like blackjack. I'm trying for 21, but I always hit on 14. Jesus Christ. How do we get rid of our massive debt? I appreciate you joining us on the stream here, Onision. How do we get rid of our massive debt? Primarily, first off, like, it's almost a mathematical impossibility at this point. It's kind of like, but what you have to understand financially is, as long as you can keep forward momentum with your economy, it's not quite as catastrophic as it sounds. It's kind of like how Netflix is millions of dollars in debt, but because they continue to take in such an appalling amount of cash every single quarter, they can keep going and even be profitable. It's a bizarre economic logic. I'm not an economist, by the way. I've never pretended to be one. But yeah, you would have to, first off, you have to ameliorate the trade deficit. I mean, bottom line. And of course, we're seeing the beginnings of a trade war or a tariff war with China. I do believe Trump's going to win this game of chicken. I saw that China they were saber rattling, or would that be egg roll rattling? They were egg roll rattling about imposing tariffs on U.S. goods because we were threatening to impose tariffs on Chinese goods. The problem is that's really kind of a one-sided relationship because China buys virtually nothing from us. So it's kind of hollow. And I think Trump knows that it's hollow. And China, it really does, actually. It's the first time in my lifetime I've seen China undertake an action of such obvious and uncalculated desperation. It's pretty crazy, because they know they have no leverage on that front. They've got to know. They've got to know. I got to know. All right, one more, and then we will tear into this cyberpunk mastering, shall we? Let's see here. LGBT BLT. Pardon mon putain de français. Translation, pardon my fucking French. My wife is a treasure. In that you need a shovel to find her. Thoughts on Warren G. Harding? I feel that he started the good things that Coolidge would continue. Yeah, as a president, he wasn't half bad. Quite a bit of scandal in his administration after he was gone, though. From what I understand. And, of course, as a human being, he was a bit of a piece of shit. But, you know, who gives a fuck? Right? I think we're seeing at this point the public would rather have a shitbag in office who gets shit done. You know, it's kind of like the same reason so many people, despite his record not holding up so well, still like Bill Clinton. Because at the end of the day, he did possess the negotiative acumen to be able to make deals with Congress and prevent government shutdowns. Or actually, let's put that another way, because there actually were one or two government shutdowns under Bill Clinton. He was able to negotiate them into starting the government back up. He was actually pretty good at reaching across the aisle when he decided not to be a shrieking ideologue. So yeah, let's do this. DEX, ladies and gentlemen. I digs this shit. Alright. This is a bitchin' little game, and I'm going to be playing with my Duke controller. So I'm going to need a couple of spotters here. Oh, hell yeah. Make sure I can see your chat here. Taran Gell mythos when? Alright. Can you see the Mets suck? Yeah, I had that on in the background. I'm pretty sure the D-backs are going to beat them today. We're in the 8th inning and we have a lead, which with our bullpen usually means we win. So we're going to go new game. For those of you who've never seen this game, this should be a bit of a treat. This is the enhanced edition, which is basically means the fully finished edition. Sure. Yes. I've been saving frequently enough on my other game that... Hello.
13,807,001. 01. Something out of nothing. Something's raining down. A river of what to do's, who to be's.
Water.
Stand out. Blend in.
Be a blue-haired gender studies major.
Go to war and win. Close your eyes, little bird. Tomorrow's a new world, little bird.
You know you've got robot shit on the back of your head, right? I think that's gotta be uncomfortable.
Wake up. Wake up. They are coming for you.
They are coming for you.
You can slow them down. Buy yourself some time. Here. Now focus. This is augmented reality. Your way to interact with the world around you.
Right.
Move towards the elevator. You can jam the doors.
Okay. How? The other one? Ah, that one. There we go. That's how hacking works, by the way.
What the fuck?
In real
okay,
life.
unit, use the stairs.
You have a natural
What is it
dispensation
about
for this.
future cops that they always have their heads covered with metal shit
It's
so they
an
can't see?
activist bar. You should be safe. Talk to Decker there. Tell him Raycast sent you.
Where we're
Now
going,
run.
we don't need eyes. Woohoo! Can probably get down here. I wonder what's over here, though. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna avoid dying. Get up here. Trench him a coat. And yes, there are augmentations in this game because there is no originality in Cyberpunk whatsoever. Woohoo! Whoa! There we go. Can I... Is this stable ground? Yes, it is. There we go. And yeah, go ahead and enter. Hope you guys can see this all right. Let me check your chat and make sure everything looks good. Sweet. All right. Cool, 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 cool. Whoa, 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 whoa! You got a baton? Bitch, picked up. What in the fuck was he carrying TP for? Oh, I always forget you can block in this game. What's that? Old data chip. Yeah, so you upgrade your shit with data chips. Pardon me. What is it? I think you have to go to... Oh, right, inventory. Yeah. You use and you get some XP, and then you can level up and all that fun shit. And that heals you. There is stealth in this. It doesn't function particularly well. But what else is new? We'll just pretend it's an Obsidian RPG. Don't worry about it. Hiya. Ah. Yeah! It does work-ish, but, like, you're kind of at the mercy of the AI. If the AI decides to turn around, and it often does, you're basically fucked in every hole. Not a whole lot you can do. Let's get this going. Saud al-Zaidi! And to the person who said earlier, no, this is not a Japanese game, I don't believe. Yeah, this is... The whole bunch of Euro trash names are gonna pop up here. Zhirkovsky. Why did you hack my election? Let's see here. Hold on. I sold Snoopy the junk. More overrated Maiden album, Number of Boredom or Seventh Heaven of a Seventh Heaven? Seventh Son, definitely. Number of the Beast has great songs on it. Ike of Pike donates 666. You check out Vampire, outside of the Life is Strange devs, it's a solid B-tier action RPG with actual fucking choices that affect things, though kind of easy. I bought it, have not played it yet. which I've been hearing from a lot of people. A lot of people bought Vampire, whatever the fuck, whatever it is, and just have not fucked around with it yet. I'm going with lockpicking. I figured you, the master of unlocking, would appreciate it. You were also almost a DEX sandwich. Shaft. Alright, let's get down here. What is this? I know I just find boxes of cola down in sewers in Cyberpunktopia. I don't know about you. I can't get too enough of them. No, set me. What? Fucking bullshit.
Well, looky at you.
Uh-oh.
What do we have here? Some little bird falling down from her nest.
You're an ethnic stereotype.
There be things prowling down below, girl. Should have stayed up top. Up there with them respect.
Fight her with the power of the patriarchy. Where am I? Who are you? Where am I? Who are you? Fixer's Hope.
Do I look like a tour guide to you? Brethren, do you see me waving a yellow flag talking history? You on Cedar's territory, girl. There ain't no going through a how do I get there? Not unless I say.
Alright.
Now, what you really here for, huh? You one of them clean up the street type of police? One of them dig
She
the
asking
dirt
me if
new
I'm
people
Bronson?
sniffing around looking up for your big break. I
I'm
don't think
coming
you
for
taking no
you.
chances, brother. Now, let's see what's in your pockets, girl.
I think I just
You
stepped
ain't
in a
got
pile
no
of
invite.
shitbag, folks.
Maybe you got something for my hospitality. Or maybe you can stick around. You got a boyfriend? Someone who'll pay a pretty price to see. Oh, I haven't even
You picked
done
the wrong
preparing
person
your
to mug,
death
punk.
warrant, and here you are all ready for the signing. Boys, can you please show this girl some notarizing?
No, the rifle. Ugh. Ow. Fuck you. Wow, that guy's just spamming a kick. Come on, bitch. You do get more moves, by the way. It's not just punching and kicking. I'm just not leveled up in my Jackie Chan skills. Oh, I keep forgetting about the damn dodge. Come on, bitch. Duck and weave. Ow. You little fuck. Take that, Bruce Willis. Whoa. Will this bitch have a chain? Well, she's taking damage at least. Suck it, Shaquanda shoulder pads. Fuck you! Eat it! Go warm up your hot comb. I mean, what? That's not inaccurate. Alright. Oh, I could have hidden there and probably should. Well, if I die here, I'll just blame the bugged game mechanics. That's how that works, right? Can I have, something to not die? Let's do the reverse of dying. Let's... Jesus! Fuck! I was trained in fist fighting by CM Punk. Don't worry about it, guys. Ooh, I can sneak. So there, yeah, you can hide in shit. Apparently, I can hide in a goddamn icebox. No pun intended. Let's read some more of your questions real quick. Hold on. Split screen would help here. There we go. Where was the last one? Okay, here we go. Gives me that shit, nigga. Who has the better squint? Taylor Swift or Melania Trump? Taylor Swift has the full-blown, I just smelled a righteous fart face going on perpetually. So I'd say she has the total package, whereas Melania Trump is pretty much just immobilized by plastic surgery. If you guys were wrestlers, what would your finisher be? Mine would be it would be like the Superman punch, but flush through your fucking dick. After the church shooting in Texas, leftists should have just told the truth. They were glad that 26 Christians were dead. Jesus Christ. No, again with no pun intended. H2 Dennis, socialists get thrown off helicopters, communists get thrown into the blades. How many politicians does it take to screw in a light bulb? None, they're too busy screwing the taxpayer. I like Cena's corny white rapper era. You both have a free shot in my balls. Oh, so you're gonna volunteer for my finisher. Alright, let's see here. Yes, indeed. It is a beautiful day, another beautiful day in America, wherein we follow up reports that allege the FBI director did not act in bias, air quotes, by immediately instituting mandatory bias training. Did you hear that little fucking nugget? That was fun. Kimero K, let the super chat begin. Godspeed, dude. Appreciate it. Seeking Origin. If y'all send it through Streamlabs, Razor will get 100%.
It says you're a heretic!
As opposed to 70% of the donation. This is indeed true. We was Krangs and Shredders. Sockly! Give me my new body! It's hard to explain puns to kleptomaniacs because they always take things literally. What did the buffalo say to his son when he left? Nothing. He was murdered immediately. Bison, what's the... Bison, I see what you did there. What's the worst thing about abortion jokes? There's no delivery. I would call that cutting wit, but it's really more of a stab in the back of the neck. Alright, Best Way Killa. A couple of episodes into Season 3 of DS9 and it's become very clear to me. The Cardassian episodes are definitely the best. Indeed, that's one of the reasons I love Season 2 so much. Bear Squash, since you're by yourself, I think you deserve a little extra tonight. I've never played DEX, so this will be interesting. The game is very, very interesting. Also, I'm sorry I have to pause when I do this, but, you know. I'm not a fucking octopus, folks. I'm not Kevin Spacey in a hotel room. Oh, wait. Real Reasons. Do you think the visuals of the 1994 The Crow are noir? I think Alex Proyas is a big noir fan. I know he's been interviewed for a number of documentaries about film noir. So, I do think there's some iconography in there. He certainly uses noir setups. Let's see here. Alright. Serpent21. Hey Razor, saw Mr. Majestic. Who knew melon farmers led such interesting lives? Now I'm going down to Movie Bob's Fix-It shop to fix Movie Bob. Mr. Majestic is a badass movie, and it's about... Let's just put it this way. Charles Bronson, illegal immigration. That's the movie. Go watch it. Alright, here we go. Holy shit, I did it. I don't know how I did it, but double stealth takedown. Uh-huh. Jesus! Duck and weave. You like that? Because I'm going through a door, they kick right through my pussy. Alright, let's get over here. Ooh! It worked. Can I? Can I? Or not? Got him! Yikes. Yes, and we have valve puzzles. And by valve puzzles, I mean... turn the valve. Congratulations. Puzzle solved. It's like a modern Tomb Raider game, really? Alright, let's get up here. It's surprising, you know, even though this is all... Wow! Or I could plummet to my death. It's surprising, even though it's all, you know, pixels and 2D horseshit. You know, the visuals are pretty stunning, actually, and they hold up surprisingly well when the game, on the rare occasions that the game deigns to sort of zoom in on them. They actually hold up pretty well. What the fuck is going on here?
I see you. I see you. Out of here? To there? Good. You die. I stay. No. Stupid. You go. I stay. Good. Good. Fixer's Hope? Heard of that place?
No.
Yeah. Full of big shot hackers gonna change the world. Ah! Did I tell it right? Did I? Let 'em die. Let 'em try, I said. Let 'em try, I'll be here. Me and me cans. Ace and Jerry will be right here. And if dying's your thing, I mean going... Stupid. Okay. I can show you a way out of here. There's a tunnel ahead of you. We'll take you straight out of the sewers. Problem is...
What is it about Cyberpunk and the fucking sewers? You always end up in a goddamn sewer.
Is locked. Or the ladder over there will send you down to those there sewers. Take longer, it will. And it's dangerous.
Dangerous!
Just listen, will you just listen? Used to be some chemical factory down there. Now it's all gas leaks and piss. Stain more than just your shoes, it will.
But how do the guards touch the doors if there's toxic gas in there?
1 or 2 breaths of this stuff won't kill you. 3 might. But keep away from the pipes and hurry along. You'll be fine. Why not? But stay out of that factory. Leaks are much worse there. Ouch! Drip. Ouch! Drip. Was sealed off after
The
an
deep state
accident
factory,
some
apparently.
Years ago it was. Nobody's since bothered cleaning it up. Stick to the tunnels and you might keep your lungs in your chest.
Alright.
I saw them too. Nice they are.
You know I've got robot shit on my body, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I don't even have lungs. I probably have bellows. Is there no way I can unlock the gate?
It's hard to pick. Right, mistake. But you don't strike
I should,
me
because
as
it's the only skill I've
burglar
upgraded,
type.
shithead.
I have the key. You could.
See, now you know
But
it's
you
a
know what they
dystopia,
say.
because it's the future
Why
and
scratch their
hipster beards
scrotum when
still
they don't
exist.
like the
You
smell
know,
of yours?
now,
Don't you?
now it's a dystopian
But
future.
you, my friend, hear that? I called a friend. You could stop them. Stop them bringing through their busyness. There's a bridge. Blow it up. What do you say? Blow up the bridge.
So this game is
and I'll
basically
give you the
Detroit
key.
Become Human, but with gameplay, kind of.
Lizard's tail it will. She'll be replaced. Probably already is. Lizard's tail. Gangs like that? No way. There's only one way to stop them coming through. Block their path. Wise of you. Very wise. More than a piece of lickety lips, isn't she? Isn't.
So I need C4 for some reason. Ah! Oh, I forgot I could fucking jump kick.
They killed the giggler, man. They killed the giggler!
They did indeed. Let me see what the fuck it says there. Hold on. Alright. Again, I apologize for having to pause when I read these, but it, you know, I am really bad at multitasking. Alright, Todd... Okay, Deus Pole Vault! Deus Pole Vault! Welcome to the stream, sir. Todd Howard called the crowd degenerate at E3. Is Todd Howard alt-right? I don't know. What did his writer decide? Was anyone under the illusion he was rolling from the hip in that fucking presentation with all the pre-written fucking shit he had? Jesus Christ. I said during the stream, you know, I'm glad Jimmy Fallon's fired writers are still getting work. It was cringy. Although, he did embrace the meme, so that's a thing. Never Alone Forever. Will you review The Blue Dahlia? I certainly will. It is the... I believe it's the only script Raymond Chandler ever wrote all by his lonesome. And looking at how it was made, you can certainly see why. He was apparently shit-faced the entire time. And in order to get him to even finish the script, he held up the movie studio because he was running out of money. He held them up and forced them to get him drunk. Like, he literally put it in his contract, you have to buy me booze. And they'd give him booze, and he'd be in a fucking hotel room, and he'd crank out 3 more pages. And then they'd buy him more booze. And he'd get shit-faced, and he'd write 3 more pages. And that's how The Blue Dahlia was written. Raymond fucking Chandler, ladies and gentlemen. Demaster012, stagehand story. Today, I set up a street stage and worked a show for Vanilla Ice. Then, an act of God. During the first song, the generator blew. Well, something was gonna blow either way. Bobio Jimbo. Good night, Razor. Congrats on 10k subs. We'll hit that milestone soon enough. Powderbot, what's the difference between Lance Armstrong and Adolf Hitler? Lance knows how to finish the race. Yeah, he's really on the ball. Merlin's Jester, 2 would you evers for ya. Pick up a hatchet or knife throwing what? Pick up a hatchet or knife throwing watch Yojo Senki, the 1488ist Animu. Nothing about that sentence even almost made sense. So would you evers? Pick up a hatchet or knife? I would pick up a hatchet and or knife and use it on whoever wrote that question. Bear Squash, hey Razor, I work nights and sometimes I spend all night wondering where the sun went, and then it dawns on me. Thanks for joining us, Stephen Wright. Let's see. Anybody? Hi, Reclusiarch Grimaldus. Anybody else looking forward to playing Sally Cohn's fanfic called Last of Us 2? What the fuck, Naughty Dog? Yeah, I love how... It's funny, too. Like, it's doubly hilarious, because wasn't there, like, a time when everybody was like, look at how Chad Sony are. Like, they're not kowtowing to social justice bullshit like EA and Ubisoft are. Like, man, they went, like, above and beyond. Like, that's cringier than anything Ubisoft have done to date. That's pretty rough. That makes Life is Strange look like an Alex Jones documentary. Super male fatality. Kaltenbach? They showed a private demo for Cyberpunk 2077 at E3 this year, and I'm intrigued by the reaction, but I'm keeping my powder dry until I see the public demo at Gamescom. What are your thoughts about it? I haven't seen it! So what are you... I already kind of talked about it. I don't really see... I think they're farther behind than they're letting on. And the fact that they're continuing to lie, like in that trailer contained a bunch of, you know, oh, we just wanted to wait till it was ready and so forth. Like, it contained blatant lies. Based on what we heard from the employees and the interviews with all the employees at CD Projekt, some of that was willful disinformation in that little statement thing that, you know, people pieced together from the fucking trailer. We know that some of that is bullshit. Ha ha! Suck it! Ooh. Ooh! What have we here? Is there anyone in here? I love this game. I love this game. It's, you know, it's very much, even though it's 2D, even though it's a side scroll, it's very much in the vein of like a Deus Ex in terms of Level design. You always have multiple paths to get where you want to go. I really dig that. Let's see here. Mr. Mephisto, will we see a Rageaholic Cinema Western month on Red Dead 2's release month? No, but I'm thinking maybe a top 5 or top 10 Westerns kind of a video with sort of a recommendations thing. That's what I was thinking for that. Nathan W. Hey, you won't believe it. I saw Ben Shapiro riding a basset hound down the big boy aisle at Toys R Us, shouting, "I'm a Jew, I'm a Jew. Did you know my wife is a doctor? Jew, Jew, Jew." That just burns me up. All right. Alex Sigmund, near the end of Detroit Become Human, the game reveals that the president of the U.S. is basically fucking Hillary. Shoehorning a female president in a game about failed political commentary. French developer, I don't sense the connection at all. Oh my, let's see here. Turn! Turn, you tit! Or you could just stay right there. And I don't think this is where the C4 is, though. I don't think. Did I find the C4? Ooh, noodles! I have full health. A parcel labeled Hank Coughlin. So, literally, I just picked up someone else's package. Like, what the... Grabbing packages. Speaking of Shapiro. Let's... get up here. You can sometimes bait them into coming down. To beta. Whoa! Ow! Just took a crowbar to the face. I don't think I'm getting up that quickly. You know, maybe I'm just an overcautious cat, but you know, crowbar to the face, I'm thinking. I'm probably down for the count. Ooh! Lockpicking some shit. What the fuck? Yes! What the f- Oh, this is not good. Did he just hit me with a fucking SMG? Lockpicking level 2 required. Ooh, did I get a gun? No, of course I didn't. That would make too much sense. See, lockpicking, very useful skill in this game. Gun store parcel. So maybe I'll get some gun shit when I get to town. That's locked, so I'm fucked. And I can't jump down, so... Yeah! And those guys, you... Pardon me. Those guys, you cannot silent takedown. Damn it, I need to find this C4. Fuck. Oh! There we go. Huzzah! Hopefully, I don't blow up here. That would suck. Wow! That's a bit much. I do believe I can level up, so let's go with... Ranged? Melee? I'm going ranged. I'll answer a few more questions. And hold on just a second. Let me get your... Get your fucking chats.
The disease.
Here we go. Sorry, I
Not
could
the
not
cure.
see your chats. I would be responding to the chat, but it wasn't on my screen. Here we go. Let's see here. Fallout... Blue Satoshi. Fallout 76. See that game? You can't mod it. No, you can't, because now it's a fucking MMO. Ugh. Ugh. Talk about striking while the iron is frozen. Like, is there anything people are more tired of than shoehorned MMO elements? You know what I mean? Like... Alright, so... Where does this lead? Fixer's Hope! Hey, hey, hey! And let's get up there. And now we are in Cyberpunk land with a giant garbage truck blocking our way for no reason. Ooh. Alright, let's get in here.
Nothing but netrunners and cyberpunks. Oh, no help here. Go.
Apparently we invent really stupid names for people in the future.
That must be Decker.
Like liberalists.
You're Decker, right?
Cyber hipster.
You're late, I know. And you're just as sorry as last time. Now, you better start acting natural.
People
'cause
still
that
wear
guy behind
flannel
you,
shirts in the future.
I've never seen
Just
him
put
before,
a bullet in my
and I
dome.
sure don't trust how he's looking at you.
He's looking now. I can take him.
You can do what I say. Now, I don't know how you fried that CPD, Mary Jane, but it's toast. Come on back. We'll pick you out another. Come.
Sure. Thanks.
Out here. So, you're
They
Dex.
killed the giggler, man.
Raycast wants you safe.
They killed the giggler!
Fuck yes. Alright, let's see here. Karis, would you consider Who Framed Roger Rabbit a slight tip of the hat to the noir scene? It's more than a slight tip of the hat to the noir scene. Or just a cheesy noir coat of paint? No, it's definitely a tip of the hat. There's been a lot more parody of noir than there has been actual attempts at noir in recent years, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one of the examples of that particular phenomenon. I mean, I believe Jessica Rabbit is based on Veronica Lake. I mean, just off the top of my head. There's a bunch of little references in there. Beanie Farmer, thoughts on the Melly Tran situation? I don't know who the fuck that is. Oh, wait! Rose Tico? You mean the painstakingly fucking astroturfed attempt to give Disney an excuse to blame the fucking fanboys for their fucking movie tanking? They literally basically staged harassment. She never actually provided evidence that she was harassed on Instagram. She just deleted her Instagram suddenly and unbidden, basically in order to create the story that Star Wars fanboys had been harassing her. There's been no evidence presented that anybody has harassed her. She just basically decided to. Look, that game ate 7 shades of shit, right? That's really the long and short of it. They needed some kind of excuse for that, and I guess that's what they went with. They're apparently gonna drive her off of Instagram, which I believe makes her yellow. Anyways, Howard Welsh, what game from E3 are you most likely to play? Well, I'll definitely be playing Cyberpunk. I'm excited to see what CD Projekt can do with a non-stolen IP. Politics aside, let me hear about Death Stranding. How about letting all of us hear about Death Stranding first, huh? Like, how about Kojima explains what the fuck it is first, please? This shit. I don't understand how anyone can be excited for it. What do we know about it? Norman Fetus and a bunch of landscapes that were clearly taken from photographic reference of Greenland. Or of Iceland, rather. Really? Fucking really. Like, that's what we've got so far.
And trust me, if anyone else had
Iceland,
sent you here, you'd have hit
fetuses,
a locked
and Norman
door,
Reedus.
And a no-way kid, I'm not interested. So don't go telling your classmates you found out where Grandpa Helpall lives. You lucked out on your guardian angel. Raycast called me. I'm your help. And right now, that means I'm your out.
Alright.
You don't know who Raycast is?
Raycast sounds like a really
Listen,
shitty internet service.
Raycast was behind some of the biggest leaks and scandals of the past 15 years. Not a corner of the grid has kept him out. If any one person is the hacker movement, it's him.
Okay.
Some say they've met him, but they're trolls with tails, every last one of them. No one has. Raycast meets you, and most times, you don't even know about it. If Raycast is involved and wants my help, you can bet your bottom credit you got the complex on your back.
The complex.
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Okay. The complex is an off-the-books organization. The click
They
of
tend
all
to
clicks.
stand alone.
Pick a megacorp, Samio, Armagear,
Good
Trust
Ice Earth
DNG.
song, by the way.
All have a tie to the complex. Boards of directors, subsidiaries, shareholders, you name it. You won't find a politician so much as cross the street without the complex giving a walk sign. But who are they? No one knows. And that's where the hackers come in. Digging for faces, looking to expose. But the complex is protected with a capital Pro. Pissed off the wrong guys, kid.
Oh, sweetie, you're a snowflake. You're not nobody.
Crooked, ruthless, yeah.
You're an individual,
Mistakes.
just like everybody else.
Not their game.
Just look at the
If you're
blue hair.
targeted, you ain't nobody. Wait. Hear that? Nothing. That's my point. Bar's dead silent. You gotta run.
Maybe you're next door to a GameStop.
Go through that back door. Head towards Taijo, China District. Find Tony. He's a friend. He's got a hideout. You should be safe there.
Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck what he does.
They found you. I'll hold them off. Find Tony. The building with the Chinese fortune cat. Now
What are they-
go.
Find you? What are they, the Eye of Sauron? Like, how does this fucking work? Fucking cityscapes and environments, though. Drop dead gorgeous in this game. Eat it! Got him. Takes you a minute to realize you don't have to, like, crouch walk or... there we go. Hey, stop that. Yeah, she looks like she subsists on a diet of fucking Jolt Cola. Ow. None of that, please. Stimulant pills! Let's open that Pandora's box. Just drinking beer in public. Don't worry about it. Ah! Suck it! What the fuck? I'll just chill here. No one could get me here! Okay, I'll just chill here for a moment, answer a few of your questions, and there we go. Alright, sweet. Yeah, Doom Eternal is just a cutscene, guys. Everybody, thoughts on Dark Side Phil? Let's have a... in unison to that question. Let's go ahead and... 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now that we're good to go... Yeah, unfortunately, Taran Gell's not here, so I have to, you know, take breaks periodically to answer your questions. He met a pitcher named Jim. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Is that technically a brup? Come on now. Come on. Alright, there we go. Good. And let's do this. Suck it. Whoa! That sucked. Do I even have, like, I do not have a gun of any kind. Fuck. Apparently this game takes place in California. No, fuck you. Hey, I knocked him off the fucking platform. Hey!
Shit, where's this place? Oh, this has got to be it.
Who drew a Pokeball on that door?
People don't come here.
You, Tony?
Ching
Decker
chong,
said you had a place to
wee-wong.
hide out. I'm here to hide out.
Decker? Look, if you're in trouble, I don't want any
The
part
guy
of
who
it,
always
okay?
dies in Battletech?
I'm in more than just trouble. Tony, please. Decker said you'd help.
Oh, man. Can't a guy run a record in peace? Okay. We'll talk. Just talk.
All right. Whoa, a bunch of fucking chats just updated.
Where is
Sorry
that
about
green
that.
grid runner anyway?
I didn't see your chats.
Why didn't
a
he
moment
flag
ago.
me himself?
Okay, here we go. Versace pot pie. Thanks for helping me fall in love with the film noir genre. Can I get a suggestion of what to watch now that I've seen all you've reviewed? Yeah, there's quite a few. You'll want to check out. Definitely check out The Third Man. With Orson Welles. Check out the check out Act of Violence. A fucking excellent movie. So underrated. Check out. There's also some cool B noir that are bitchin'. Like I really liked this one called Murder Me Please that actually starred Angela Lansbury. This is like when she was really young. It was her and like Raymond Burr. And it was all about this lawyer who falls in love with this woman. Her husband dies, and he believes that she's innocent. And he defends her in court, and he gets her off, and it's fine. And then he finds out that she's cheating on him, and actually she did kill her husband. And so now, like, he realizes he fucked up and has to fix the whole situation. It's actually a really good film noir. That's the thing about film noir is it's like the cliches about it, the detectives, you know, the enforcers, the mob bosses, the trench coats, and so forth. But not really all that applicable. Most noir doesn't have any of that stuff. That's really more of like a crime thing or a sort of a modern cliche, sort of like a satire or parody of noir. I think modern movies more are responsible for that. You know, Farewell, My Lovely, and so forth. Let's see here. Yeah, it is kind of Perry Mason meets noir. You're right, Best Way Killer. RE2 remake. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm stoked. I saw Alpha Omega Sin's boner from fucking Orbit on that one. Let's see here. Thoughts on the... Aha! Thoughts on Neo? Okay, Spacey and Weinstein's Pleasure Yacht. Spacey and Weinstein's Pleasure Yacht says, thoughts on Neo 2. I didn't care about the first one, so fuck it. Ghost of Tsushima. I think it would be better as a ninja game, to be perfectly honest. Putting the samurais in there it's going to take focus away. But here's the thing, if it's going to be kind of like a RPG, where you can sort of decide whether you want to be a samurai or you want to be a ninja, that'd be kind of cool, but only if you pull it off right, and once you're dividing your focus like that, that's not good. That generally is going to dilute your product. That's what I worry about, but otherwise it looks cool. But it does look very Sony at the same time. Hey, look, I'm riding a horse in an open world. God, I'm glad I haven't done this 1,000 times before. I wonder if there'll be a bow. Best Way Killer. Seeing as Squeenix gave Eidos the shaft at E3, do you think there's any hope we get something from them that isn't Marvel shovelware anytime soon? I think they're probably behind the scenes in the preliminary stages of talking about a new Deus Ex. I think they probably are. Kimero K, are you going to follow the World Cup? Nope. Interested in football at all? Nope. I enjoyed playing it, though. I played it as a kid. Give it a chance? Nope. Hi, Reclusiart Grimaldus. Sorry, I'm too Merca. Hi, Reclusiart Grimaldus. So what happened to retro blasting? SJWs are raking him over the coals because of your world-class bullshitters stream. Guilt by association much? Let's be honest, it's like 3 guys with 20 sock accounts, because I was looking at the people who were criticizing people over that. It was always an anime avatar. They had always registered between April of this year and now. Like, it's all, like, brand new accounts. Seriously, go look into it. Look at the accounts that are, air quotes, calling this guy out. Complete fucking horseshit. And never mind that it's all fucking jokes. I can understand why the left would have difficulty recognizing humor, given that they find Hannibal Buress and fucking Amy Schumer hilarious, but, you know. And, Wretched COW, when does the next Depths of DS9 come out? Unfortunately, I'm in copyright hell with the Depths of DS9, so unfortunately that series may be dead if we can't figure it out, because, like, it was mass flagged. Like, a ton of those are blocked worldwide now, which sucks.
Dad? This can't be happening. Who the hell's after you? Look, I like breathing. Hear that? That's me. Happy, okay? Now, get out. Raycast? You know Raycast? You're jiggling with my gully balls.
What?
Who in chili chow mein are you?
I don't want to hear about jiggling gully balls.
Tony! Open up!
I don't want to
It's
hear about
Decker,
jiggling
let me in.
balls of any kind.
You made it.
I
Should
could
be
have gone
safe
the
here for
rest of
now.
my life
No
without
one
hearing
ducks
that
radar as good
sentence.
as Tony.
Quack.
Sure, what do you want to know? I know a few, but if you go downtown, there's a general store an old friend of mine runs, Sam. Food, drink, meds, first
I thought
aid
the general
kits.
store was run
You
by
dream it,
Herbert
Sam's got it.
Moon! I'm Herbert Moon!
There are a couple of good packing shops. Hank's ain't far from here, near the Chinese gate. The place doesn't look much, but nobody knows more than him about firepower. Then you've got everyday guns for more fancy pieces. Downtown, near my friend Sam's store.
All right.
All right. Don't worry about Tony. I've known him for years. We ran. He was a regular at Fixer's Hope. He's only there from here.
Why are you fixing me up with your shitbag friends?
Not my first rodeo, kid. I was jumping busts for years as a hacker, back in the day. If you don't trust me, kid, come right out and say it.
Sure, I don't
I was
trust you,
prepared,
shithead.
All right? I knew this day was coming. Just thought it would be my ass they were after.
I don't trust anyone who wears flannel in a cyberpunk future. He really, when you look at him, he's like the cyberpunk brawny man.
You know what they say. If you ain't got ideals as a kid, you're missing a heart. But if you still got them as an old-timer, you're missing a brain.
It's actually a,
I took a step back is all.
That's actually a Winston
rodeos
Churchill
to the
quote
young blood.
that's butchered.
I opened Fixer's Hope. Made my help
Although,
from the sideline.
reputedly, it's an apocryphal quote. I'm not sure. The full quote is, if you're not liberal in your 20s, you have no heart. If you're still liberal in your 40s, you have no brain. Something to that effect. But I don't believe it's actually a Churchill quote. It was someone else. I think Gerald Ford? Someone. I forget. It is an actual quote, but it's not a Churchill quote.
Call it what you want to. But right now we have to talk about saving your ass. Sure. What else you need to know, Blue? Or are we done gabbing? What do you mean? You're the Raycast Connect here. You had the cyberspace meet. Just jack back in there and... Show me your neck. What's this? This ain't a jack. Neck plates? You're wearing freaking ornaments? We're not on a catwalk here, sister. How the hell can you not have a jack? How did you plug into the network? Look at me and T. We have jacks here in the back of our necks. That's how you can connect to the grid. The only way. Look, if you don't know how to flag Raycast,
These
we'll
fellas
need to
are
find a
all
way to
jacks
do it
and no
ourselves.
balls.
But Raycast isn't exactly in the telephone book. He comes to you. I sure hope he's not done with you, kid. Tony, can you put a beacon out for Raycast without the complex trace?
Is that doubt in your tone? You need to be changing up your tonality. Because Tony has been slipping across the ice more than a penguin in
So I guess they haven't cured autism
Yes.
in the future.
I mean, yes, I can get Raycast a message. Oh, why? We got contact. It's Raycast. No doubt about it. It's his crypt sig. How's my hair?
You're wearing a hat.
You're wearing a hat.
No!
Yeah.
Hello again, Dex.
And you couldn't even
It
spring
pleases
for
me
a
to
fitted
see you
hat,
alive.
too, you fuck.
And hello to you, Decker. You proved me right in entrusting her to you.
Glad to hear that, because it looks like I just lost my livelihood.
I wish
Yep.
there had been another way, Decker. But please trust me when I say,
Let's
this
be real,
is
this
worth
guy
it.
was fucking slinging
Now our
craft
timeline is short.
microbrew in a
We must
cyberpunk
make haste.
future.
Dex,
He didn't have
I
much
need
of a
show
business
you
to begin
how
with.
Cherish your humor. It shall make your trials more bearable. Now, I will lead you into cyberspace this time, but you will need to learn to connect yourself.
Thanks, Daedalus.
Now, relax and remove your mind.
Begin
Think
voting
only of
Democrat.
elevation and detachment. Yes. Do you feel that wall?
Build
Focus
it!
on it. Open it.
Build the wall!
What's he talking about?
Feel the wall. Feel the big, beautiful wall.
I'm not sure she
You're
needs
gonna be
one,
so proud of your wall.
Now see before you a stream running vertically before your eyes. Step into
I'm gonna call him Low T.
You are in. Remember that feeling?
Yes, yes,
Just like
yes.
last
Shut
time.
up.
Hey! That panel's been busted for ages. How did she?
Careful. Viruses will begin to flood towards you, hindering your focus. Come back to us now.
Whoa! 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 Fuck! Ah! Cyberspace semen! Step into it! We are
Do you
returned.
understand now, Dex? Could you repeat that experience alone? You must have some,
I'll do my best.
but now I have knowledge for you. No doubt you wonder where this power of yours came from. You have heard of Kether, have you not?
Catheter?
Then listen carefully. Kether is the most advanced AI ever created.
It's always an
The
AI.
only being that can be instantaneously aware of the entire activity of the world's cyber network. Every message, every transaction, every connection Kether sees, feels. Kether is omniscience, and you, Dex, are its seed.
Whoa there, Raycast.
It's milky
Can't just
white
go around
seed.
saying stuff like that. Haven't you got a clear feed? It's a kid you're talking to here. She needs to get somewhere safe, and you're going on like she's some kind of messiah. Feeding her with Avatar fairy tales isn't helping her. And it sure as hell isn't helping me help her.
You need to trust me, Decker. My only concern is her life, and no one is better placed than I to know how to preserve it. Dex, the Complex want you dead, but for Kether's sake, you must stay alive.
What about for her own sake? Look, Raycast, if they're after her, we're going to need some help on the ground here.
Get prepared for what is ahead of you, Dex. Become able to defend yourself. Train. Practice in cyberspace.
Level up
Decker
and
will
shit.
help you. We will speak again soon.
I feel like I'm talking to the game designers.
We need more, Raycast. Raycast! Damn it! He's got us on a string here.
He didn't even say hi to me.
Dex, we need to talk.
Really? I think we've been doing plenty of talking.
Time for the Borgs and the Bees chat.
The Borgs and the
Okay,
Bees!
The moment you came into my joint with a complex on your tail, there was only one way you were going to stay breathing. On the street, in cyberspace, wherever. You're going to need to level the hell up or you're going down.
Let's see here. Retro Electro. Which announcements, trailers, or gameplay left the best and worst impressions at this year's E3? Announcements? Well, of course, I mean, I'm always excited when a new Elder Scrolls is announced, even though it's definitely heading in the wrong direction. We'll see which way it goes. But we're not gonna catch a fucking whiff of that for another 3 years. I honestly think Bethesda kind of fucked themselves this year. Because if you think about it, they pretty much announced everything they're gonna be working on for the next 10 titty fucking years. Like, what are they gonna talk about next year? What is left? Like, they talked about Starfield, that's at least 2-3 years away. They talked about Elder Scrolls 6, that's even farther away. What are they even going to talk about next year? They're going to be showing us shit we've already seen every year on the year for the next, like, 5 fucking years. With a few, you know, shit that they're publishing or whatever here and there, but... Man, they fucked themselves. That's crazy. Yeah, Fallout 76, which wasn't even technically an E3 announcement. That was leaked ahead of E3, actually, but Fallout 76 just didn't... It still looks like it's going to be running off that shitty Fallout 4 engine. which is a problem. The whole thing, I called, actually I believe in our E3 stream, I called the fact that I didn't think it was necessarily going to be a Fortnite-style game, but I did suspect it was going to be an MMO, and it turns out that was basically, I mean, it's kind of like a hybrid. It's like an MMO that you can play single player, which, I don't know, kind of an Elite Dangerous situation. Should be interesting. One of the things I really liked about the Bethesda conference, and by the way, I do believe Bethesda won E3. Of course, they won it by mortgaging their fucking future for the next 5 years, but whatever. The thing I loved about this year's E3 with Bethesda was how many times Todd Howard said procedurally generated. Because that's something Bethesda has run shrieking into the hills away from for years. And the fact is, procedural generation was a huge part of what built Bethesda to begin with, and of course procedural generation is back. Now, I'm not saying every game needs to be 100% procedurally generated, but it helps when you have, like, I don't know, 75% authored content, and then you sort of procedurally generate little things here and there. You know, a city here and there, or a little settlement here and there. Something to just fill out the world so that it never plays the same twice. And I really dig that. Like, there were, like, three different games that were announced. Fallout 76... I forget all the games that were announced that he dropped procedural generation into, which I dig. I think that's actually a positive sign for Bethesda, believe it or not. Cough Syrup, most overrated comic run. Mark Waid's Daredevil. I nominate Grant Morrison's Batman. That one's not far behind. Also, Grant Morrison's new X-Men. Ordo Teuton. Why is fascist imagery more aesthetically pleasing than the communist and/or capitalist variety? Well, capitalist imagery can be virtually anything. So, but fascist imagery, I guess, air quotes, looks better because if you think about it, Milan is the fashion capital of the entire fucking world. That's where the black shirts uniforms were designed. And it was the fashion capital of the world even then, by the way. And, of course, the Nazis had Hugo Boss designing their fucking uniforms. So when you have Hugo Boss and basically the entire Milanese fashion industry designing the two primary fascist regimes on planet Earth, yeah, you're gonna look pretty cool. This is why Lemmy, go look up an interview clip with Lemmy from Motorhead where he was talking about why he collects Nazi shit. He was like, I'm not a Nazi. I have had a bunch of black girlfriends. I'm the worst Nazi you'll ever meet. But, if the Allies had the coolest looking uniforms, I'd be collecting them too. Unfortunately, they look like shit. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right, let's see here. Chris Ulatovsky. Hey, Razor, I have a game idea to run by you. It is a World War I survival sim shooter where you spend your time interacting with your fellow soldiers, maintaining your gun, rising through the ranks, and building up your trenches. Would you play such a thing? Yeah, it sounds awesome. I've long wanted and I think Sniper Elite would be the ideal franchise to do this with. I would love a World War I stealth game, because I feel like the stealth segments of Battlefield 1 in the single player were by far the most fun portions of the game. It actually works really well as a stealth game, surprisingly. David NS84, might be dumb of me, but besides 2077, I'm excited for Anthem. Ugh, you poor thing. And especially Starfield. What, excited for what? The title screen? I hope for some Golden Age style wide-eyed wonder and exploration. Hey, Taran Gell's here. Get your ass over here, you lazy fuck. That Indian dude. My brother went to London recently. Oh, wait, hold on. There, I lost it. My brother went to London recently. Is it now officially It is now officially a less polluted, richer Mumbai. Who colonized who, Britain? In the end, who colonized who? You're not wrong. Black Raptor 311 got a copy of Mercenary Star. That's a Battletech novel. Really good one. Cost me $25. Jesus! Seems every bookstore and website wants to charge a minimum of $75 for the trilogy. No joke, look it up. That's odd. I got at least 2 parts of the trilogy for, like, virtually nothing. I mean, I got the first one, Decision at Thunder Rift, for, like, $2. But that's because, local bookstore. I think your best bet looking for BattleTech novels is to go to your local bookstore. They'll usually have some kind of section that's like nothing but those paperback series novels. You'll have like Star Trek novels and Star Wars novels, and BattleTech novels are in there, and Mech Warrior, of course. Let's do one more. Stevie Ray Vaughan's Free Helicopter Ride, still the best name on YouTube. Razor, will you play The Last Night live when it drops? Yes, I will. It's fucking awesome. Very similar to this. And also, would you ever go on Ralph's stream with Mr. Mediker and D. Masterson and entertain us? I don't really know any of those guys, so I don't see why. I pretty much only do live streams with people I know, I'm friends with. I don't know. With the occasional exception. But
can I just add that as much as you're welcome here, you can't, stay here all that long.
What a dick.
What? I'm sorry, but it's my ass.
Your enormous
Dex,
ass.
You're gonna need to get augmented. It's the only way the rest of you is gonna stay alive.
This is Cyberpunk, goddammit. It's the law.
It's that or plain worm food, kid. Wherever you run,
this is
they'll
one
find
thing
you.
I wish
There's
you could
nowhere
diverge
their
from a little
network
bit
don't
more.
reach.
I wish you
Now,
could make...
surviving means
I had this
when to
complaint
run
about Deus Ex
and
Human
when to make a
Revolution as well.
stand.
There was
You
kind
bet
of this
Raycast is
subtext
gonna
of,
say,
you
"This is
lose
the
your
only way,
humanity
kid.
if you choose
Time
to
to
be
stand."
augmented. But they never really capitalized on it. Like, I feel like there should have been sort of a sub-game or like a meta-game within Deus Ex Human Revolution where... if you decided not to become augmented, you were a little weaker, but there were advantages later in the game or something. Where there was kind of an ethical dilemma between becoming more of a robot and staying more human. But unfortunately, that was not the case.
Go to Dr. Niles. You can find his clinic near the
I feel
Chinese
like
gate,
the designers
not far from
talked
here.
about that as
Tell
being
him
a
you need
possibility
neuro
early
lead.
on, but it must have been
With that
cut
installed,
from the
you can
final
take
game.
on any... Niles is no saint. I'd stay awake for the ops. But he is on the wrong side of the system, and that's the right side. Blue, I'll be honest. I have no clue how you connected. We all need a jack. What
I
you
can
did
tell.
back there with Raycast, that was nothing I've ever seen. Right.
Squeeze me?
Ugh.
I'm not having some green slave wandering around the tea farm. No offense.
That wasn't English.
Your network is secure, T. She'll learn to run safely, hack a couple of nodes. You can choose them. Come on, man. It's the ideal setup. I'll keep her on track.
Fine. But I'll be jacked in too. Don't get messy in there, alright? And stay out of the huge but natural subdirectory if you don't mind.
Oh, low T.
See those? Viruses. Don't let them get to you.
Oh. This is the kind of game you actually want to play with a controller. Alright. Clearly, made for it.
Destroy the firewalls and proceed. They're tough, so you might want to use a stronger attack.
Alright, you do have a secondary attack or whatever. I am not a big fan of the cyberspace segments in this game at all. But it's always a bit of a bitch. Alright, sweet. I still think Human Revolution had the
Turrets with
best.
caution. Keep moving to dodge their...
Hey! I say things!
Jesus. Give me that focus. Dear Low T the subscriber, thank you for purchasing a 5-year subscription to the online version of Huge and Natural.
You were not supposed to read that.
What is it with Asians and porn?
Watch out.
Ah! Whoa! Those purple things are fucking ridiculous. They will fuck y'all up. Jesus. Here we go. go, get some free XP. That's always fun. Right.
Troyans will slow you down, leaving you vulnerable.
Ah, fuck. Motherfucker.
A power node. Destroy it to disable firewalls. To disable all kinds of things, really. What the hell, Tony? You got a black hole in there? Okay, Dex, do not... Alright, Dex, this is it. Hack this damn node and get out of here.
And let's get the piping fresh fuck out of here.
Slick work, Blue. You're a natural. She can call herself a hacker now.
You navigated the fuck out of those bland blue corridors.
Meh. Lucky dice at the end there. But not too shabby for a crawler. You'll walk soon enough.
I found your sea mammal porn, so...
Hey! Screw you! That was just one part of it. And not all the offense we're running, okay?
Alright. Is there anything to grab here? Let's level up a bit. Let's go with... I'm gonna hold out for lockpicking level 2, so I'm gonna wait to level up here. It's always good. Always remember that focus recharge is there, because you actually kind of have to go back and...
How's it going, Blue? Is Niles taking care?
Alright.
Oh, before you go...
Oh, boy.
I just uploaded you this map of Harbor Prime. Guessing you don't know that part of town so well. Just check it out if you get lost.
And we re-enter Cyberpunktopia. While we wait for this jackass in the Old Navy cargo pants to fucking turn around, how about I answer a few of your questions? Let's see here. Ontario, what is... Frank Patty, hi Razor, thanks for getting me into Deadwood. Just wondering, with the movie being made, do you think HBO will hopefully be able to pull this off? I think David Milch wrote it, and I believe he's going to direct it, and that's pretty much all you need. His genius is the reason that show was fucking awesome, and I'm fucking excited. I think it's going to be actually really good, as long as HBO leave him alone on it. That's the big problem. Like, when HBO interferes with his shit, it tends to suck. Like what happened with John from Cincinnati, which is actually not that bad of a show, but like it never should have happened. They canceled Deadwood, and then they just threw him John from Cincinnati. Like, literally they told him, hey, make a show about surfers. And he was like, what? They're like, yeah, make a show about surfers. Young kids like surfers. So he makes a show about surfers, and it turns into an allegory for the life and death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's David Milch right there. Like, he takes the stupidest premise, an HBO show about surfers, and turns it into like an existential treatise on the travails of mankind. Genius. But yeah, without Cy Tolliver, it is gonna be a tough sell, because he was awesome. Alright. Jaden Frostwolf, did you hear about what's going on in Ontario? At least 8 seats are needed to be recognized as an official political party, and the Liberals got 7. Well, yeah, Ontario has had a weird kind of right-wing backlash kind of going there for quite some time, actually. You know, it's strange. Like, Canada's very, very liberal, and one would think Toronto, of all places, would be mondo liberal, and it is. But then, randomly, they'll just drop some right-wing politician out of nowhere. You know, like a Rob Ford type out of nowhere, and you're just like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Calgary tends to be a little bit more conservative, and then Toronto has a weird kind of conservative streak in it. Canada's just a weird one. It's a weird one. It's all the politeness. I need a gun. I need a gun before I go that way, I think. Energy Cola, or I'm going to pass on that one. Can I jump up there? No, I think I need my jump upgrade first. That is one of the first augmentations you should get, by the way. What's this? Missing persons poster. All kinds of side quests in this game. It's only just now opening up. I know some of you are probably watching this thinking, oh, this is pretty linear. It's not. It's really not. Like, this game has side quests out the yin-yang. Okay. So, this guy's missing. I guess that's a side quest.
Hi there. What? Oh, yes, of course. It's my brother, Shen. Please tell me you found him. Do you know where he is?
The Wing Wong Ching Chong Orokosaki.
I wish I knew. He vanished 2 weeks ago. He said nothing before he left. Only... there was one thing. He met
Of course a
girl
bitch was
recently.
involved. Of course a bitch
A
was
new
involved.
style, clothes, hair, always in front of mirror, acting like tough guy in front of a man. A man has a mind. That Lily is Shen's only mind. I saw she was hiding
Jesus
something.
Christ, woman, are
I
you
saw
paid
she
by
was
the
no
awkward
good.
pause?
Ah,
Nothing
but
pisses
Lily
me
has
off
a
more
friend.
in video game voice
Charlene,
acting
I
than
think. I heard Lily
your
talk to her.
ridiculously long
Charlene
pauses.
has job in Chinese Quarter,
Just felt like
downtown.
demonstrating there.
I don't know what, but if you can find her, thank you so much.
Alright. Anything over here? Nope, just a bunch of hipsters doing hipster shit. Okay, so what are we looking at in terms of objectives? Okay, so I need to get augmented. Acquire supplies. I have to go see the Bull Dyke at the general store. Find a weapons store. Oh-ho! I have a gun store parcel, so let's find a gun store. See if we can locate one. Ooh. Climb up there? Yes, I can! Fat lot of fucking good it does me, but, you know, I can get up there. I believe that is... Ooh! It's a good old-fashioned gun store, too.
Dag! If the sun didn't just come right out. Howdy, sister. What can this old jarhead be doing for you?
Mm-hmm.
More likely than for that other dizzy gun sailor. My suppliers ain't good with pens. Let me take a look now. Booyah! Yes, it is. This here varmint been delayed, lost, or who knows what for 2 months now. Why, thank you, sister. And allow me to express my thanks by giving you 100
Now,
credits.
how is this
and a box
voice
of
acting
shells on the
performance
house.
any less
What ammo you
offensive
packing there?
than she, Captain? If it ain't the Captain himself. Let's go Magnum ammo. I think I'm gonna go revolver.
12-7? More than a pretty face, aren't you? Here you go, and thanks again for the deliver it. How do you, prettiness?
Give me a Magnum, you fuck. Ooh, yes, the beauty of a revolver. 12.7 millimeter to punch through the tough stuff. That's what I'm looking for.
How do you, prettiness? What you calling for today? Sure enough, it's my name down there. I won't ask where you got it, but if it's what I think it is, nothing. Nothing important, just a couple of magazines. Gotta keep on top of the latest trends, you know, and, Big Bazooka's Monthly is just, I'll, put them in my special drawer for, research.
All right.
How do you, prettiness?
Let's get some more ammo. There it is. The ammo in this game does not last long, so... yeah. So you do have a wheel menu, because this is made in 2015, and it's the law. Alright, there we go. Bitchin'. We finally have a weapon. Oh, hold on just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. looks as if Taran Gell just arrived, so give me just a moment. All right, ladies and germs.
Back by popular demand.
We're good to go. Welcome back, Taran Gell.
How the hell are you?
So I can finally concentrate on playing a game.
How you liking it so far?
I love this game. I love this game. I'm actually a lot farther than this in my game. I'm pretty much done with the game, actually.
Really? I didn't realize you played that much.
Oh, yeah.
Liking your taste, girl. Cruising for some fun time.
Finally,
a
the stream
travel
can
and
start. You're damn right.
How about it?
Finally, it can grind to a halt.
Ain't you the cutest? I'm offering you a moment, girl. No harm in that.
I'm offering you a
Let me
succession
lay
of
it
awkward
down.
pauses.
Come. 80 credits for a dream.
No.
You're missing out on some sweet lickety split, girl. You bring that touch of yours
Lickety
back when you
split my aching ass.
Well, that's a bit more expensive.
Look, I don't know Lily so much as to be calling her a friend, alright? What is it that you want to know?
I want to know why Harley Quinn cosplay is still big in the future.
Look, I haven't seen Lily in a while, alright? Why are you looking for them anyway? Look, I don't know nothing about anything, alright? You're talking up trees that ain't your business and ain't mine. Now, if
Talking
you wanna
up
get
trees?
with me, fine. Any otherwise, leave me be.
Sterling dialogue.
Riveting.
Fall damage will kill the living shit out of you in this game, so. Alright, let's.
Alright, where did you leave off?
Oh, let me show you. Mercenary Star, the last night, I believe, dead. No, Ontario. Yeah, Ontario there was the last one. So.
Was it a question?
The question about Ontario.
About Ontario. I was like, I'm looking at the names.
Come on.
Not seeing Ontario.
Bro, what the fuck? I pointed it right out to you. There it is. Did you hear about what's going on in Ontario?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So that one's the next one.
Alright. So I'm just gonna say E fell says, "What's up, Razor? Thoughts on the bastards bitching out Steam for taking a step back and not censoring games released on the
They're
platform.
literally pissed at Steam for doing nothing.
Yeah.
They decided to do nothing.
They're pissed about not censoring
Yeah,
games.
like things remaining as they are. The left have gone so fucking far to the left, they have fallen off the goddamn cliff. They're mad about things remaining as they are. Lunacy.
I'm gonna skip ahead here.
But predictable lunacy.
Dennis had just donated and said, "Is Taran Gell a liberal?" What the fuck do you think? Hell no. Are you kidding me?
What we got here? What is this? Can I hack that?
T-Boogie is still lightheaded after his cow excursion? What have you been telling these people?
No comment. I have no recollection of the event in question.
I don't either, apparently.
Alright, let's see here.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry. Where on earth do I need to go to? I'm gonna go check out that augmentation scientist jagoff. Go. One gripe, and it is a minor one, is that there's no walk in this game.
Oh, it's always run.
Always run.
Gotta go fast.
Fuck you.
What? It's just a commonly well-known fact. Gotta go fast. Why can't I get this fucking video to play?
DEX.
What are you talking? It doesn't matter.
Have a look at you.
Oh, fine. Our audio's perfect.
I got a hurried message from Decker saying a girl with blue hair was coming in. I'd say there are other descriptors he might have used. Ah, yes. Augmentation. Am I right in thinking you have certain reservations? Trust me, there are no better hands in all of Harbor Prime. Look, 95 years of age and steady as a rock.
Jesus. A rock on the San Andreas Fault.
Unnatural. Are vehicles natural? Or should we still ride horses? Is electricity natural? Or should we stick with campfires?
We do still ride
And
horses.
clothes? Should we be running around shivering and showing off our bits?
Well, do they in
You're
their
fine with
world?
a neckplate to look the part. Is that really so different to something integrated?
Robo horses,
functional,
maybe?
and permanent?
Well, I mean, fuck if they don't
I mean,
wanna
how will an
say no.
augmentation make you any less human if humanity is about progress and progress is about technology? Technology founded civilization, not the other way around. This here is the next step in the evolution of our species. The natural next step.
Let us see. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. How y'all doing tonight? I literally cannot hear the stream right now, so I hope it sounds okay. Who's next? Kazikame asks, been playing Battletech a lot. Current Lance loadout is a Highlander, a King Crab,
Fuck yeah.
Stalker, and Orion.
Nice. Orion's a good
Are
one.
you worried about
Sounds
being
like a
less you?
solid loadout, sir.
You don't need a philosopher to tell you that you're more than a physical body. Soul, consciousness,
This is
destiny.
an
call it
awfully
what you will.
philosophical
But why would
conversation
that
to be having with a
essence be any
95-year-old
worse off
perv.
if you made your body better? You give it power. Jump higher, run
feel like
faster,
Stan Lee's
deduce
nurse.
quicker, and kick ass harder.
Hello, Eve. How are you doing tonight?
Neuroweave? Well, why didn't he say? We got something of a problem, but I'll come to that if you choose to have one first. What it is. A Neuroweave is a neural platform for multiple high-end augmentations. You will become adaptable, scalable,
It
and...
says you're a heretic! You're a
means you're
cyber
headed for some
heretic.
drastic changes. Don't worry. The neuroweave itself won't affect your appearance. It'll simply affect how your body functions on the inside. But if Decker wants you to install a neuroweave, that means more implants to come. This is a spinal attachment that equips your brain to handle stimuli overload from multiple concurrent implants. Multiple. The neuroweave is not a drastic change, but the implants that follow will be.
Like this is the origin story
I
of
can
Pam
only guess
Anderson.
you'll be coming up against other augmented ones fighting fire with fire. It's the only reason Decker would want you augmented
See,
to this
this is
level.
where we'll graft the basketballs to your ribcage.
I can perform the operation for free. I owe Decker that much, but
Guy does go
that's
on.
not the problem.
It does.
The issue is, neuroweaves don't exactly come in cereal boxes. This is a military-grade hardware we're talking about. My usual clients don't need it, so I don't stock it. And here we come to the big problem. I
You
can
never
order
shut
a
the fuck up?
neuroweave, but I daren't. Clearly, Decker hasn't heard the black market is flooded with defective implants right now. It seems they're being sabotaged so that
Oh,
the
right,
body
yeah, there's
rejects
like a
them.
gang sabotaging.
I know one or two
bio
suppliers who are still
implants for
running
some
good
reason.
lines, but I'm guessing not for long.
Yeah.
And with a neuroweave,
I remember this.
it's way too risky to install a faulty one. Wish I did. Nobody knows. At first, everyone thought it was bad luck, a production line blunder, but cases are getting more and more frequent and across all kinds of hardware. What's happening is deliberate, and the situation is only
deep
getting
state.
worse. A friend of mine
Bilderbergs!
owns a drugstore next to Fixer's Hope. From what he
Trilateral
tells me,
commission.
folks are barreling in with implant rejection all the time. He wants to put an end to it as
Lolly
much as
Lulu,
I.
no.
Oh my god, don't
Anyway, the
drag
deal-
that into
If
this
you get
game.
your hands on a safe, legit
That is a
neuroweave, you should
faux
first
pas,
find out
sir.
who's sabotaging all the
How
implants.
dare you?
I'd suggest talking to Home. He's bound to know things I don't. Yeah, but go easy on him.
Yeah, shut up. I had to talk to Home? What was all that for? What were you yammering about that entire time?
Walrus Aurelius says,
Who owns a drugstore next to Fixer's Hub? Okay.
Is Ghosts of Tsushima just a Jap samurai film as a game?
No, absolutely not. It doesn't look like it. It looks pretty nouveau, and it also looks, again, like it has the ham-fisted Batman Arkham stealth in there.
Oh my god, like, specifically, the fucking fear takedown?
Yup.
I mean, my god.
Why does everything have to be Arkham now? And why is everyone pretending that's original? Like, why do we...
He continues, I remember watching the trailer and feeling kinda weird it was in English. I have heard, by the way, that it will have Japanese audio.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
For all you weebs out there. Have you already given your thoughts on...
Yeah, I have. I feel like it's gonna be a... It seems like it's neither fish nor fowl. If you're gonna make a samurai game, make the best samurai game you can. If you're gonna make a ninja game, make the best ninja game you can.
I was
This
definitely
fence-sitting horse shit is not gonna help you.
I was definitely getting Onimusha vibes off of it. And then the Batman shit came in.
Climb down. There we go.
Hey, Prinny says, are you as disappointed by the Fire Emblem trailer as I am? Dull visuals, ugly cutscenes, and boring character design.
By which trailer?
The Fire Emblem. I'm guessing the Three Worlds trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. Fire Emblem has been... I don't know. The last couple have felt a little off. I don't know if there's been a creative shakeup or what. Fuck you! By the way, did I get any... No? No, apparently not.
Oh, 3 houses. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, when I saw it, I wasn't really impressed. It looked like, what was it, Dynasty Warriors Tactics? That's what that reminded me of.
Shit!
Maybe mixed in with a little Kessin. God, I love Kessin. Kessin is good.
Jesus!
done yet? Oh. Well, that answers that question.
I thought the Skittles and Sprite was a gun! Alright. Oh, sweet! I can upgrade lockpicking, which I will do now. That will help a ton. Actually, I think that helps me move the plot forward, incidentally. What?!
Oh, shit.
Headshot. Headshot! 3 headshots in a row, and I got magnum ammo.
Headshot.
There we are.
He was a good boy.
Oh, fuck.
You're damn right, Tau City. I'll get to that in a minute, though. Frank Sauer says, if you think $25 is bad for a BattleTech novel, you should look at the price for the sword and the dagger. Cheapest I've seen is $60. Wow. What is the sword and the dagger? Is that?
I believe that is a Warthog fancy.
Really?
Ah! Shit.
Gorma64 says, I have a brilliant idea for RazörFist merchandise. Body pillows.
Body bag, body pillows? It's always nice when the Square Enix marketing department can join us.
It would just be Charles Bronson. Fucking. I can see it now.
No! Fuck! I wanted that shit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Still there? Yes. Thank you for the... Hey! Free
Gadget.
shit.
Gadget Boy says, I'm voting for John Cox for California governor.
Good man.
I doubt he will win, but I'm hoping that a close call will get the Democrats to focus so much on covering their asses in California that they will provide other states like Arizona a breather.
Well, here's the thing. The great thing about John Cox even being on the ballot, and this is the important thing, was to get him on the ballot, is that he, by having a Republican actually on the ballot for governor, it gets the people who vote Republican to go vote. Which means, across the ballot, if there are other races that are closer where Republicans are running, it's going to help them. So even if John Cox doesn't win, it helps conservatives up and down the fucking ticket to actually win their races, which is just good across the board. And I forgot, this game is with the ammo. This game is actually realistic with the ammo. If you replace your fucking clip, you lose the remaining rounds.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Fucking Stalker does that.
Yeah. Which is silly, because this is a revolver. Like, you should not have to do that.
Yeah, you would just take out the ones that have been
Yeah,
spent.
it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I always forget what the... Antique watch. Sales report. Okay, Harbor Hall deliveries. Okay. Sir, I've already requested explanations regarding the repeated deliveries to Harbor Hall. Who is our client there? The subway station's been closed for years. I'm aware that some operations and transactions are above my pay grade, but I'm having trouble justifying those in the ledger. I understand we're not receiving any payment for those supplies as they are part of our, quote, charity program, but to my knowledge, even homeless people have abandoned Harbor Hall long ago. Therefore, I must ask again, how are these food rations being delivered to? Oh, who are these food rations being delivered to? And how do you expect me to perform accurate bookkeeping under such conditions? Or should I go down to the sewers and see for myself? I'm sure that ended well for him.
I'm sure he retired, bought a boat.
I'm certain that ended well for everyone.
Was that not Stalker that did that? What fucking game am I thinking of?
Metro?
Oh, no. It was,
Painkiller?
Fucking...
I don't know shooters.
Divine Cybermancy does that.
Okay.
Which would make for a good stream.
A newcomer.
Oh, there he is.
Welcome. An acquaintance of Dr. Niles.
Story.
I see, yes. I've had a run
This
of
guy
mechanic
talks so slow, I am
lately,
going to skip past a lot of
each
his
showing
dialogue. I'm not
symptoms
even
of
going to lie.
implant rejection. Everything from I dare say my head would be all over the counter. I have...
Yes.
I appreciate... Decker.
Yes. Dr. Holm identified some thugs who threatened him recently for treating implant rejection victims. They belong to a gang called True Body, a violent fringe group that strongly opposes human augmentation. Holm suggests I hack into their cyberspace communications to confirm they are behind the sabotage and to learn more about their movements. I can do this directly from Holm's computer. Oh, okay, so this is a hacking thing. Gotcha. New save slot.
Hey, Dex. Tony here. I'm gonna guide you in.
This is a
Dig
fucking
around their domain
bitch,
for
if
some
I
info.
remember correctly.
It won't all be useful, but most times if it's secure, they don't want you to get it. So get it.
I remember correctly.
As I despise these that make you.
Look at this!
Yeah.
Look at this!
Like, if this was optional, I mean, you know, go for it, but...
That's not it.
That's not it? They were just talking about their operations in those emails. What the fuck are you talking about? Damn it. Suck on my fart missiles.
Use him.
Yikes!
Okay, that's some bullshit.
That is some hardcore bullshit.
Is it actually tracking you, or is it spinning?
It's tracking me. Fuck, man. Jeez. Fucking cyberspace sperm.
Oh, and now that nobody's talking.
Not it.
I sold Snoopy the junk, says. Will there be a Hellhammer Celtic Frost mythos?
There might be. I'm not a big Celtic Frost guy, though, so I might just do Hellhammer. I don't really give a fuck about I think they're just about the most overrated extreme metal band there is.
Authentic Bulgarian Mayak says, wondering if you have heard of the upcoming game Maneater, which is open world shark RPG.
Nope.
Yeah, I saw it at E3. You go around eating people.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a Life of Black Tiger.
Or Jaws, the fucking Jaws game.
Oh, that's not a rousing endorsement. Neither of those are rousing endorsements.
Dennis Head says, oh, we already did that one. Metalhead Martyr says, good news. Yeah, Terran's back. Bad news. My AC just burned out. Oh god, that sucks.
Fuck was that?
If I look sweaty, yet satisfied, I swear to you, it's not what you think.
What is going on here?
Corner yourself.
I'm already cornered. There's no way around this.
You better start shooting.
Shoot what?
Everything. Shoot the thing that's spawning the shit. There you go. Oh, hey, that works.
I guess.
Just gonna keep chasing you.
That is ridiculous.
Make sure they don't
Those
follow
things take weeks. The idea that those fucking cyber amoebas take more than one hit is silly as fuck. Okay. There we go.
David NS84 says, no big, but you
there
guys...
we go!
You guys missed my comment on China.
What was it?
He doesn't say. He just said we missed it. So I will go back and I will look.
Okay, we got it.
So I'm looking for David.
Hey, Botana. I am not surprised.
Okay, if you're not surprised, why did you send me in there to get ass-fucked by a bunch of fucking cyber amoebas?
I see where you asked about,
If there's anything you need from that shipment.
I mean, I know.
Well, you're excited about Anthem and Starfield.
Hey,
Yeah, I definitely answered to that one.
But I will go back even further. Vic.
It seems, well, lately. Whichever it is. That.
No, not seen it.
I'm here that you'll find.
Okay. Let's set up my hot menu real quick. Yeah, that'll do. Is that stimulant? Okay.
Unfortunately, Streamlabs doesn't like to go back really far, guys. If you missed a comment, Reed, why don't you just go ahead and type it now?
There's actually a donation tab. So I need to do what exactly? Suggested I speak to Niles before heading to the docks. He could have a plan to put a stop to these maniacs. Alright, so let's go talk to Creeper McGee over there. I need to get healed anyway.
Oh, did you
Look
talk?
at the environments, though. It's good
Oh no,
stuff.
I love the artwork. It's one of the reasons I picked it up and recommended that we stream it.
Yeah.
Another one that I would like to see us streamed in it would be Tormentum Dark Sorrow. Yeah, Dark Sorrow? I think that's what it's called. S-Serpent21 says, if Kinjite Forbidden Desires was made today...
Forbidden subjects, but yeah.
Would Bronson be wasting migrant grooming gang?
Down in Tucson?
Hello again,
I've
Dex.
noticed the
What can I
Tucson
do
liberal
for you?
bots are out in full force on Twitter. I wonder if that's a coincidence that story broke like the same week they kind of came out of the woodwork. I'm sure it's 100% coincidental.
And a Sojourner would like to know if you've already talked about the DP Arcade Summit.
I've done 2 videos about it already. I was proven correct. I thought it was going to be a success. I think there'll probably be a few more bumps in the road before the end. But it appears that pretty much all we could do has been done. The document has been signed. Now it's just a matter of whether or not it's going to be enforced. That's probably where we're going to hit bumps in the road. But here's the thing. The left look really ridiculous calling this bad. I mean, really ridiculous. They look really, really stupid. Because even people who don't like Trump realize every president before Trump was trying to do what Trump just did.
Yeah.
He's just the first one who managed to pull it off. So the idea that you're going to shame Donald Trump because he succeeded where every president before him failed is just the height of political parody.
It's so petty. I've seen nothing but pettiness come out of the media.
It really is. If Barack Obama could have scored the same concessions that Donald Trump managed to get in order to be able to sit down with Kim Jong-il or Un, he would have been on it like Jim Sterling on a ballpark Frank. Like, he would have been there yesterday. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Donald Trump, regardless of what happens with this deal, at the end of the day, being able to get the concessions required in order to meet between the two, that's an accomplishment in and of itself that is laudable. Full fucking stop. We understand there are other factors at play. It wasn't just Trump, just like it wasn't just Reagan when the Berlin Wall fell. But it's Trump's job, just as it was Reagan's job, to play the cards he's dealt. And he has done it with aplomb. So, credit where it's fucking due, folks. Jesus.
So ridiculous.
Oh, so I see.
We
Okay.
may actually
Let's
see
get started
peace
right away.
in Korea And I never thought I'd see that in my lifetime.
Yeah.
We all thought, all of us thought that it was going to end in war.
Yeah, when I met my, when I went to visit my buddy who was stationed in South Korea, and of course got the short tour of the touristy town in North Korea, like I never would have thought ever. That was under Kim Jong-il though, back then.
Hey.
Yuki Kono's AIDS says, love your vids, Razor. Just wanted to say that. Keep up the good work and Godspeed.
Godspeed! Thanks for joining us. Oops, I forgot to talk with him about the actual fucking quest.
Hello again, DEX. What can I do for you? Makes perfect sense. I just never imagined those small-time punks would pull off a racket of this scale. And while you're at it, maybe there's
Rune Drace
something else
asks,
you
is
could
this
do?
game for PS4? Yes, it is, sir.
If we're going to stop this
It's on
scourge, we need to
Xbox,
find out where they're
PS4,
hiding.
and
Here's a
PC?
small
I
trap.
believe so, yes.
Attach it to
I know
a
for a
weapons
fact
crate.
it's on PS4.
If True Body are
Well,
going
I
to steal
assume
weaponry,
it's on
as they say,
Xbox as well,
that crate
because
should
when
lead
I
us
plugged
right
in
to
this
it.
controller, it immediately detected the X, Y, BA buttons, so I would assume.
Eve, I didn't miss shit from the chat
Well,
from the
poor
beginning.
guy
I wasn't
lost his
here
wife
in the
and kid
beginning.
was shooting
so
a few years back.
Fuck.
Caught in a crossfire. How's that for a life of misfortune in a flash, huh? The only thing that keeps poor home going is feeling useful. Go easy on him. Hello.
Alright, folks. No, I just lost my... God damn it.
Mike Merchant says, I'm a bit late. I'm a bit late, but thoughts on the game?
That's
Warhammer?
okay, there's a lot of that going around. You should see his face.
I'm just gonna fucking leave. You know what? You've been doing a crack-up job this whole time. Missing chats and whatever. I'm just gonna go home. It's been a long day.
Did I just float there? Did you see that?
Oh, whoa, whoa.
There's a bug.
Oh!
Yeah, there's a bug where you can fly in this game.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
It reminds me of
I caught it a while ago.
OG Mario, where you could get up on top of the stage and get to the warp pipes.
Yeah. It's like, and you can do it from the other side too. The other side of that loading zone. Whatever. But it's pretty cool. Ah, fuck!
Mike Merchant was trying to ask, I'm a bit late, but thoughts on the game Warhammer Inquisitor Martyr?
I haven't played any of the Warhammer games.
Yeah, it's a top-down one. I mean, at least it's not like take turns or whatever.
There's so much Warhammer shovelware out there.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Hi there. Feel free to browse. What you see is what I've got.
David NS84 says, Razor fessed up. Glad we survived the TJ Donkey show, T-Boogie. The what? What have you been talking about with these people?
I don't know. Let's see. I have no recollection of the event in question.
Back again.
Adamander
Well, roll
Rake
right in,
says,
won't ya?
ETA on the
Welcome.
Hellhammer
Did he
Celtic
now?
Ross Milthos.
Well, it's a friend who comes down
ETA,
another friend's path.
motherfucker. I
as
didn't say
Grandpops
I was
used to
going
say.
to do it.
Welcome.
I said it was a
Welcome.
possibility.
Dio Brando says, Hey Razor, have you played Lisa the Painful?
Back again.
I
Well,
think.
look at you.
Lisa the
Maybe a good
Painful?
one. He's
I
got a
think you
full-time
enjoyed
job,
that game.
granted. But it's... Yeah, you here to lend a hand now, are ya? Or even better, a bench lives near Fixer's Hope. You know it, right? Apartment 112. No one home last time I checked, but you look like the lucky sort. If he's out, ask around his neighborhood. He's known around those parts.
Alright. I need some Magnum rounds. I think there's another gun store here that probably has some. A kebab shop! Wow, it really is the future. Apparently this takes place in London.
London? Oh, Very good.
I feel like I need to remove that store.
A couple of people have been saying that the game's just a tad loud.
Really? I thought it was a little on the quiet side when I did my test, but we'll turn it down a bit, I guess.
There's like a master volume setting. Yeah, just like 10%.
Okay, done. Everyday guns, as opposed to special occasion guns?
Good day, and welcome, miss. I'd like to invite you to peruse.
Titan Ed says, what do you think of Star Fox and his R-Wing gang, being exclusive for the Nintendo Switch version of a Starlink Battle for Atlas? Well, I mean, it's not like they were gonna make fucking Star Fox for Sony or Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean,
why would they? Plus, Switch is curb stomping everybody in sales right now, so they have the license to. I mean, PS4 is... It's dying, folks. I remember saying a long time ago, pointing out the PS4 actual hardware unit sales had gone way the fuck down. And, getting so much shit for it. And it was like, no, you don't understand. Like, it had an initial explosion of sales, and then it's like month to month, it just went down. This is natural. This happens. And it tends to happen with Sony consoles. It happened with the PS2, right? PS2 started out really strong. The story nobody talks about is the original Xbox started to kick the PS2's ass toward the end. Nobody seems to want to acknowledge this. It just is kind of a pattern with Sony. They kind of start out really strong, and they're just not... They can't close out the game. They're like the Dodgers, really. ABC, always be closing.
oh shit, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I'll just say, Zero of Peace says, thoughts on revelations that Peter Strzok was working on the Trump-Russia collusion instead of Hillary's email and texted about stopping Trump.
Yep.
YouTube Super Chat is being shit.
Basically, that confirms everything Trump has accused them of. The FBI was used as a political engine, full fucking stop. And that's all there is to it. I mean, plain and simple. I don't see... If we take that report as rote, and there's no reason we should, by the way, I don't mean to pretend that the entire thing is factual. This is one person's opinion, but it is the opinion of someone who is pretty far up Hillary's column. So for it to still be confirming many of the suppositions of Donald Trump, kind of a bad sign, because it's been softened considerably. Which one should I do? I guess I'll go to the warehouse. I remember the warehouse being a bit of a fucking bear. So let's get over there. Well, hold on. I do think that's side quest.
Apparently people are still having trouble hearing me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Eve, are you still in the chat? Can you confirm any of this?
I mean, whatever. I know it's not particularly loud, so... There we go. Alright. Let's get over here.
Alright. Best Way Killer says, any interest in the upcoming Fist of the North Star game by the studio that made Yakuza? Or is that not your cup of tea?
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
I want to fight people, make them blow up. A Sojourner says, mini rant on the summit with Kim. We actually just did that.
Yeah, that just happened, but yeah, the long and short of it is, what in the fuck? Like, how do you pretend?
Oh, you want to talk about? Did you get a question about this yet? Fucking Jim Acosta being caught on a hot mic with the other CNN dudes going about his whole, outburst at Trump and Kim during the meeting.
Right.
About how he was like, well, that's what they're gonna get if they don't invite me to the damn meeting, right?
Yep. Basically just admitting he has an axe to grind. The media has... It's hilarious that anyone still defends the media. Like, I've seen... There's like a counter meme in progress where people are like, my liberal media. It's like, how many times do these jagoffs have to get caught lying to everybody before you actually acknowledge that they clearly have an ideological bias and that they're fucking pushing it? This is not... It's not fucking nuclear thermodynamics, asshat. Like, we have evidence of this.
Snake inside again.
I think you would actively sabotage peace talks.
None of your business.
I mean, my God, take his press credentials away.
Shit, I think I need more speech skill to get this whore to fucking talk. Which is fine. I can do another side quest until then. Stop the True Body Gang in a weapons crate outside Warehouse 22. Okay, so where the fuck is Warehouse 22?
Dennis Head says, aside from Blade Runner 2049, what are some other faux noirs you dislike?
Obviously the Black Dahlia is a festering sack of shit. And the book of the Black Dahlia is not particularly good either. I don't... James Ellroy is a weird one in that he's kind of considered a film noir writer or a pulp detective writer, but he's not really. If you analyze his books, he's really setting stories in the time period when film noir was made. He's not really writing film noir stories. He's sort of writing self-aware yarns that are set outside of it, where like basically film noir exists, and that's not my favorite. Junction, Warehouse 20. Where the fuck is Warehouse 22? Oh! It's at the docks. That's where it fucking is, so let's get over there. Ow. Alright. What the fuck just happened?
Oh, if you couldn't hear it, Dio Brando, I'll repeat it again. He asked, hey Razor, have you played Lisa the Painful? I think you'd enjoy that game.
Nope. Never even heard of it. What is it?
I'm not sure. But Dio recommends it. We'll have to look at it later. Shoot him! God damn.
Fuck you. Fuck. Fuck your shit. I think that's where the Neuro Weave is.
The Goyim Shadow Knows says...
Yes, there's the Neuro Weave.
On the Stan Lee situation, Ethan Van Sciver recently said he met Stan at a con, and that he was so miserable from being shuttled around the country to sign autographs on a constant basis. He shouted to him, line up my fans and get me a machine gun.
Yeah, you have a feeling like this guy's basically the vessel of other people's will at this point. I mean, I imagine he makes money off of it. You know, I don't think he's being screwed on that, but still. There's clearly other people that stand to gain financially from what he's doing, and basically he's their dancing puppet at this point. Rather sad. Ugh. Fuck you! Yay, animation loops.
Hi, Reclusiarch Grimaldus says, are you guys super pumped to see that Darth Maul is in the Star Wars cinematic universe? He's probably bisexual or something.
Yeah, probably.
Worth it, RLM?
I'm sure Red Letter Media will find a way to apologize for that. They have a hankering for that. They have a... It's a talent.
Is it?
Red Letter Media have this funky thing where shit, where they hate the new Star Wars movie, but only after everyone else does. Only after they realize the coast is clear, basically.
Uncooked Tree asks, Racer, what are your thoughts on Snake returning to Smash? And also Nintendo brought back David Hayter.
Who cares?
I'm sure David Hayter is thrilled.
Yeah, well, fuck. When was the last time he worked? Oh, fuck. You did not just... I think I'm dead. I just got screwed something hard.
Oh, wow.
That was bullshit. The guy on the other side of the room, not even technically in the room, triggered an alarm, somehow, telepathically, which turned the fucking gun on. That's some bullshit.
Bear Squash
Seems
says,
like I could figure out a better way, like a more stealthy way to do that.
what do you think of the child deportation camps? It seems to be an appeal to emotion in the left, and a good one, especially with the murals of Trump on the detention centers.
Oh, come the fuck on. It's a fucking joke. The organization, the government agency that was formed to do this was formed in 1980, and the story that everyone's reacting to is from 2014 under Obama. This is a policy that has stood for 30 fucking years. This is neither something Trump created nor something that he fostered and furthered. It's something that just happened. And by the way, it's not a fucking symptom of evil U.S. immigration policy. Actually, you know what? It is, but not the way you think. It's a direct side effect of us being too soft on immigration. Because if you just fucking deport them, this doesn't happen. End of fucking story. This is a side effect of your fucking amnesty. So if you want to stop seeing these goddamn camps, maybe you should enforce your goddamn immigration laws. Gibbering fucking retards.
David NS84 says, China steals our tech and pour money into AI, quantum computing, etc., and build copies of our weapons. They're catching up quick. Think we'll beat them?
I don't know. It's... Let's see here. First off, China are a lot farther behind than people realize. The threat of China is vastly overestimated. You know, for one thing, there's so many misconceptions about fucking China. The idea that they have this incalculable population growth that never slows and everything. No, bullshit. Actually, their population is heading in the other direction. And it's been heading in the other direction since about, 2003.
Yeah,
they've actually been losing population.
Their overpopulation is killing them.
Well, and it's not even really happening anymore. They're actually, their birth rate is lower, and it's not just the one child policy, it's prosperity that's doing it to them. So there's a number of myths about China. Shit. Oh, are you fucking shitting me? Fuck you. There we go. Okay, now here's the tricky bit. In fact, I think I will save.
The Spaz from Rain Man says, Would you try write a modern noir pulp?
Yeah, I'd love to. It'd be fun. You know, I'd like to do something like that. I have a fantasy pulp. I'm actually already talking with a publisher who's done a few things. The publisher, it's a publisher based out of Europe that's done like the reprints of The Walking Dead and a bunch of other stuff. Like they're actually kind of known, but it's an independent, smaller kind of publisher or whatever. But they're very keen on publishing this thing, and I'm really into the idea. I'd like to do a pulp, just a fun, plot-driven kind of not too complex sort of a pulp. But the idea is that it would be like a fantasy story that is written in kind of, but it's like a crime story that takes place in a fantasy environment. So it's not like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, or it's not political intrigue. It's just a story in the fantasy world, and it's like a crime yarn. And it's kind of a tribute to Thief a little bit, because the main protagonist is a thief. But yeah, I'm not going to give too much more away, but it's kind of like that. So that would kind of be a noir. Fuck. Which is, by the way, the Thief series is hugely inspired by noir.
I Sold Snoopy the Junk says, thoughts on the Resident Evil 2 remake?
I'm excited for it. There's some weird things going on. Leon, for one thing, looks like he's been subsisting on a diet of cum and soy.
He just looks young, that's all.
Super!
He's not a man yet.
Super! My name is Leon Kennedy. But yeah, there's some eyebrow-raising thing. Which I regret doing that big combo video. I was talking about how there's weird dialogue choices. There was one, like, I pointed out the one where they were saying, I'm tired of swallowing salami. But there was another one like it in the same conversation where the guy's like, if they find us, they'll hunt for us in every closet. Just little... I have to admit, there's some eyebrow-raising dialogue there, but...
And I have to agree with Sergio here. Claire does look odd.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like Claire. She went to that city for a fight. You know, she was dressed, ready to go.
Uh-huh.
And in there, she's wearing this, like, blouse. And just, it doesn't look right.
Plus, she doesn't have the little vest that has the Guns N' Roses reference on the back.
Yeah. And of course, they didn't fucking bring back her voice actor. It skips my mind right now, but I guess we're never getting her back. That sucks.
She's done other stuff.
Yeah, she was Jubilee.
Yeah.
Remember?
All right, leveled up. That's what I'm looking for. I need... There we go. Get some more charisma there. Okay.
Benjamin Myers says, happy to catch this week's show. I was going through Wisconsin last week while you guys...
That's a shame. My condolences.
While you guys were streaming, going from Georgia to Oregon in 2.5 days. Godspeed, you beautiful minds.
You a fucking trucker? What the...
Maybe?
I love how you can bait them. I just love that.
Yeah, I see PS2 Night. Was he muted? What happened?
Oh, there we go. Oh, this guy's gonna be all uppity. Okay, I see how it is. Well, then let's run over here and see what the fuck is in here. That was close. Alright. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, old data chips. We can probably level up a little bit here. Magnum ammo.
What? What are you looking at me for? I'm trying to read the chat here.
How the fuck?
Are you able to hack the cameras?
You are. And I mean, let's see. Relatively easy to do so. Fuck! I take that back. Motherfucker! Fortunately, you don't die when you fuck up. You just take a little damage and then you try again.
Let's see. The Great Motivator says, what kind of expansion or sequel for BattleTech do you want to see? Like Solaris 7 Champions? Or, sorry, Championship? Fourth Succession War? Maybe go and chase after SLDF?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess just progress forward in the story in terms of timeline. You know, that's all I'm really looking for. Really, I'm more interested in sequels than expansions, personally, because I want to get those new mechs. I want to get more toys to play with. That's what I'm looking for. I want to get my Mauler, goddammit. Fuck, man. Uppity as fuck. Okay.
Alright. You lost startling.
Alright. How's the volume, by the way?
I still don't know, because it won't play the fucking video.
There we go. Just a moment, folks. Come on. I feel like we should be playing the Jurassic Park elevator music while I figure this fucking shit out.
You should have that on a soundboard. You remember that far too well. How much did you play that game?
Well, there was no save feature on it.
Oh, right.
Jurassic Park, man, if you remembered any of Jurassic Park on the SNES, you remembered all of Jurassic Park.
God, I remember playing like all the way to a boat with raptors on it, and the game froze. Like in the elevator.
Right, exactly.
And I had to start all over, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, well, and those first-person segments were rough, man. Those would fuck you up.
Now, is it actually gonna play?
Let's see if it actually does. I don't know. It may be the fucking app just shitting the bed. In fact, I have a feeling that's exactly what's going on.
Fuck it.
I know what you're thinking. Google fucking up an app. Believe it or not, stranger things have happened.
Okay.
Where do I need to go? I believe I need to go to that Dr. Jackass. Yep. Let's head on over to Dr. Rockter here.
A return.
You know, fucking med kit. Jesus. Perfect. Medkits are very useful in this game. They're not, you know, a lot of other RPGs with regenerating health and so forth. They're not so useful. This game, you need them, and you blow through them like crazy. Let's go get in the augmentation stein. Oh, hold on. Maybe I can talk to that whore.
Hey there, beautiful. Shall I play this on repeat? I don't know anything. Just stop asking questions. You'll get all of us into trouble. Now, please, leave. Perhaps you're right.
All right.
Fine. Lately owns a club.
the Aphrodite on Afterlife Boulevard. You can find her there. Just don't mention my name, please.
Okay. Afterlight Boulevard. I don't even think I've been there yet. Let's go. Aha! Yes, I have. Never mind. Afterlight Boulevard. Let's get in there. A door to lockpick. Oh, hi there.
Welcome, gorgeous, to the Aphrodite.
There she
I
is.
call you Claire, Claire de Lune. I'm Lily, your maître d'. Now, what will be your one? Drink, pill, or do you like to go in? So, flesh and bloods are your taste. A connoisseur's choice. But we have many connoisseurs. Shen is occupied right now. If you have money and patience, you may take him next. So, Chintao sent you.
I was working on
How
stuff.
adorable. Now why don't you forget this nonsense and enjoy some Aphrodite elixir yourself?
Alright, so she's not gonna show me where this guy is.
The Spaz from Rain Man says, "You gentlemen played Vampire yet?
No.
Middle market for the win."
I have it, I have not played it. You're the same way, right?
Yeah, I just haven't had the fucking time.
Woohoo! Baiting him away. Hey, whatever works. Actually, hold on. What am I doing? I could probably just jump right up those stairs.
The Great Motivator says, "What kind of Oh, wait, I already did that.
Right.
Did I miss anything?
Fuck.
Bot Chad says, "If Kim Jong-un were a car, what car would it be? And why is the answer a Lada Niva on a lift kit?"
I have no idea. Who's a fucking question from? Jay Leno? Who knows enough about cars to understand that reference?
I've never heard of that car in my life.
Make a motorcycle reference and maybe I'll get it. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Ah!
Sergio Rubalcava. Wait, Rubalcava? Did you see that Shadows Dies Twice game? Heard it was like a more action-oriented Tenchu.
Yeah, I didn't. No. It's so ridiculous FromSoft are just sitting on that and doing nothing with it. What the fuck? What did that game turn out to be, by the way?
Dark Souls mixed with Tenchu.
Okay. Yep. Did I not fucking call it? I did not see it being a Tenchu game, and it sure as fuck wasn't.
But we had so little to go on, my god.
Oh, fuck, what is this? Huh. Oh, right. This is like a bullshit puzzle.
Lada Niva is apparently a terrible Russian car.
Sounds like Lily's been burning down the competition. I'm not sure what I would find in there, but I'll give it the old community college try. All right. Fuck!
Oh, do those just freeze you?
They sure do. Good shit.
Nice. Do I want to know what that does?
I don't know. Ah! Yeah, I think I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't have much focus. And I'm not seeing any focus to pick up because level design.
Rexford Gillet. I'm just gonna call it Gillet. It's probably wrong. Or is it Gillet or is it Gillette? Whatever. Hey, fellow Arizona in here. Goodyear specifically. Are you East,
Not
West
that I'll hold
Valley
that
man?
against you.
What?
I'm a Phoenix guy. I don't live in the East or West, and I don't consider those part of Phoenix. I dare not.
Also, I hope
they're
God...
like an hour away. Like, how is Goodyear part of Phoenix when it's over an hour away?
Also, I hope God smites Tucson like he did with those plebs in Sodom.
Indeed. Hipster Sodom. It really is like the Austin or the Portland of Arizona. Let's see. Whoa! Shit. What the fuck? How? Look at all this shit.
You gotta get the generator.
It's like a Dreamcast shmup. Ah! Jesus! Oh, fuck. Is the cannon gonna open fire on me? It sure isn't, actually. Thank goodness for small favors. Well, I got what I need out of there anyway, so I just figured I would get some extra shit out of her computer, but that didn't happen.
Excuse me.
A Sojourner
Should you be
says,
here? No
I'd
one
like to
told me I
hear
had
your
a conflict
opinion
coming.
of Trey Gowdy.
I'm not...
Gowdy.
Yeah, I mean... God bless him for at least going after Hillary on the emails. You know, he's a bit of a gent, but I don't know. It's kind of tough because I'm not as familiar with the rest of his record. Like, I primarily know Trey Gowdy for the same thing that everyone else does, which is, you know, being like the only human being on planet Earth that actually held Hillary's feet to the fire during that email investigation. And he was called everything but a child of God for doing that, and he was proven correct, was he not? I mean, I saw people, oh gosh, Hillary just won this exchange by just retaining her composure. Boy, she sure scored some points here. Yeah, that helped her down the stretch, didn't it? Boy, those opinions have fucking aged well.
So you saw her tweet about, but my email, right? Did you see WikiLeaks?
Yes!
Fucking response to that? Oh, that was great.
It's doubly hilarious because, you know, WikiLeaks, they'd all be dead right now if she had won the election.
Oh my God.
They'd all be in an alley somewhere.
She would have disappeared their asses.
Hold the hurry, lady. I'm not going anywhere. My girlfriend, my job, my fun. Tell Juntao I'm staying. She's fine. And why would I want to go back to... Why would you even say that? Yesterday there was blood when I... It can't be the Exalta, Lily said.
Sergio Rubalcava says, anything from E3 you guys are looking forward to?
I mean, expressly looking forward to... Well, of course, Underworld Descendant was at E3 and continues to look fucking amazing.
We finally got a Greedfall trailer, but it's not gameplay. It's just more story.
Yeah, well, of course, Red Dead, but we were already looking forward to that, so is that really a revelation? I mean, that was always going to be good.
Yes, yes. Metal Wolf Chaos.
Yeah.
If you don't want to stream that, I will stream that and you can read chat.
Okay. I'm not sure I haven't put my dick near enough body pillows to play that one.
Strap yourself in.
Oh!
Hey. Of course, Remake 2. That.
Right. Well, yeah, that I'm excited for. I'm trying to think of what all was there.
Oh, Hitman 2.
Well, of course, Elder Scrolls 6. Starfield, I'm interested to see what it is. Doom 2, of course.
Doom 2.
Doom 2, of course, is going to be something I'm interested in. Everything else... I mean, EA, what did they show? Not really much.
There's also, of course, Hitman 2.
What did Microsoft show?
Devil May Cry 5.
Nah. I don't give a flying fuck. And it still continues to look like it's heading down that shitty direction the last one did a little bit.
Well, thank God Team Ninja's not touching it. That was the problem with the last one.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen. What the fuck was that?
God damn. Yes, we all saw Cyberpunk, but you know how he feels about CD Projekt.
It's not just CD Projekt, bro. It's the fucking game.
What game?
Exactly. It was. If any other game under the yellow sun had been delayed for 6 fucking years, you'd be going full Star Citizen on it. But because these Polak pissants have apparently filleted you with your fucking digital waifus in The Witcher 3, for some reason you guys give them all the rope in the world to hang themselves with, and I don't fucking get it. You got a glorified goddamn vertical slice at E3, and no one's calling them out on it. And worse still, glorified goddamn shills like Yong Ya are fucking declaring it already superior to Deus Ex without even having played the fucking thing or seen verifiable goddamn gameplay.
Yeah.
Is this not a requisite step? What the fuck, people?
I mean, think about it like this.
What did this developer do for you that they get so much leeway? So much more than BioWare. Why is it Skyrim can have basically the same fucking perk system as Witcher 3, but you pretend Witcher 3 is more of an RPG than Skyrim? Why? I don't get it. It doesn't have attributes either. It has the same perk system, only you have a limit to how many perks you can equip at one time. Boy, that sounds great. Terrible fucking combat system. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, if my heavenlies are not in... This here
and
is
think
me.
about it this way. With all the time that has passed, when was this announced? 2013?
2012.
Think about this. Star Citizen at least has gameplay by now.
The single-player game of Star Citizen is probably going to be coming out in the next year and a half. You know?
And
because
in the meantime, we don't even have gameplay of Cyberpunk.
Yeah, we've actually had a lot of gameplay of Star Citizen, even though it's a fucking scam. Which is pretty crazy. And then they have a closed-doors demo for the fucking press? What? Like, here's my metric for Cyberpunk being a fucking pie in the sky. Like, I do think it's going to come out. I just know there are developmental issues here, clearly, that everyone's been ignoring. It's not just... They explained in that document, like, if you just read the document that was, like, leaked in that trailer, is that not the most half-assed explanation for a 6-year delay you've ever read in your life? Oh, we only started working on it in 2015. Well, we know that's a blatant lie, because multiple CD Projekt employees have come out and said that they were working on it the entire time. That actually... While people were pulled off of Cyberpunk to work on Glitcher 3, in actuality, they were working on Cyberpunk 2077 this entire time. They just kept changing the direction. Apparently, it was third person at one point. And now it's fucking first person, and it looks like Deus Ex. You know, clearly there were some issues here, and they keep lying, and no one's calling them out on it.
Shame. Crying shame. She was one of the good ones. One of the best. What? No. The restaurant was one of the good ones. They're shutting her down.
Oh, God.
Farewell,
The Bull Dyke
Tagliatelle
reporter, I
Salmone.
forgot
Gonna
about this
miss
chick.
you. That. And some. I'm a cute. If you want to talk wise, come. We can go to the Nightingale over there. It's a dump.
Whoa, she just disappeared. Alright, what else do I have to do here? I think...
Let's see.
Alright, let's get back to Niles, and then we can probably end the stream.
A Sojourner asks, do you think Trump will pardon Julian Assange?
I hope he does. I hope he does. Whether I think he will or not, I think... Trump has proven to be a lot more canny on preserving his political capital than Obama was. One of the reasons Obama was such a fucking lame duck is that he exhausted all his political capital on Obamacare right off the bat. And then he couldn't get anything done after that because the people turned against him, and he just stopped being able to, you know, make anything happen at that point. Donald Trump has been a little more canny than that. He's actually held on to his political capital somewhat, at least among the voters. The media was always going to be against him, so that's a totally different story. But, yeah, so I think that would probably be something that he would do when he has some political capital to burn. You know what I mean? Like, because he knows he's going to take a bunch of shit for that. Because that'll be the moment where, oh, well, Assange is a Russian agent or something, and no, it confirms the collusion. You know what I actually think is maybe once all this Mueller motherfuckery is over, you know, that would be the ideal time if you were going to pardon Assange. Also, you have to keep in mind, pardons tend to come at the end of a president's tenure. They tend to. I mean, he did pardon Arpaio already, which was cool. I love that he had the balls to just do that right off the bat. Like, the fucking 10-ton testicles on this guy. You know, Bill Clinton waited until the very end, and then he sold a bunch of pardons.
Oh, God. How does a man get away with that?
I don't know.
The Spaz from Rain Man says, so Fallout 76. Yeah. What do you lads call the odds of multiplayer cancer infecting Elder Scrolls 6?
That I worry about. I do. No, but you know what? I think Fallout 76 will drop. People will think it's a pretty good game except for the multiplayer aspect. And then that will give them an excuse on Elder Scrolls 6 to refocus on just single player. Or, you know, Todd Howard has said this many times. He always wanted to keep mainline Elder Scrolls games single player. Like, he's always been really vocal about that in interviews. Why he thinks he has the license to say that when he didn't even create the series, I don't fucking know. But, you know.
But Fallout 3 was the first one, though.
Exactly. Just like Morrowind was the first Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah.
Hello again.
Everyone knows Castlevania starts at Symphony of the Night.
Well.
All right,
Good.
here we
Just
go.
Pissed off a whole
Quite the resourceful one.
Let's do it, but local
Clear
anesthetic, okay? Basically, it is implied that this doctor wants to rape you.
Of course. Here you are. Just oh, silly me. My old head getting in a muddle. There, don't worry. You're quite safe here. Relax now.
Dr. Cosby over here.
You'll be a new woman.
No, Dr. Huxtable, no!
It's me, Decker.
Damn,
Oh, cock blocked.
Yeah, coming. Would you take a look at that? Did you see that spiking? And that's at 0 stimulation. And she's asleep, damn it. Unbelievable. Her brain should fry out her ears just for being there. Who is she, Decker? She's a whole lot more than some sweet tush.
Niles, if you ever tell anybody about this, you and me have a problem. Another problem.
Fine. Message received. Jeez, just curious was all.
Dr. Roman Polanski.
She's waking.
Time to hide out in France, asshole.
That's a pretty good one, Malachi.
How are you feeling? Didn't bring no flowers, so don't get excited. I was in the area is all. Listen up, Blue. I'm real sorry to put you through this, but it's the only way. Gotta improve if you're gonna stay gunning. It wasn't your handling I was worried about.
I promised, all right? Jeez.
Right. I'll get back to Tony's. Need to talk to Raycast. In the meantime, Blue, why don't you get acquainted with this part of the city? Shake off that dizziness. When you're good, come meet me. We should have a P of A by then.
Piece of avocado?
Plan of action.
Right. Alright. Did I level up there? No. Oh, speaking of which, let's grab ooh, what is that? Interface.
Black Raptor says, checked all bookstores around. Seems with that BT trilogy, they gouged the price. All others, they charge regular to low prices. It's ridiculous.
Odd. I've had no such issue. My local bookstore charges like $2, $2.50, something like that.
Blue Satoshi says.
I mean, they're not even hardcovers. Why the fuck would you charge that much?
Yeah, it is odd. I mean, can they really be that hard to find?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Blue Satoshi says, Doom Eternal, the ride never ends. I can live with that. Not sure about everyone else. Elliot Rogers.
Oh no.
Says, will you guys be my friend? No.
No. And wasn't it Roger?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was Elliot Rogers.
Still, the joke is not lost.
Yeah, meme fail. Where the fuck did... Oh, it's in Chinatown. And I keep forgetting I have fast travel.
You mean Chinatown?
Chinese Quarter.
A Sojourner says...
This quarter is ripping us off on trade.
Trump asked the NFL to give him names for pardons. Why not ask for Julian to be pardoned? He certainly deserves it. Dennis Rodman deserves the Medal of Freedom Award, too.
Here's the problem. The media perceives Julian Assange to have helped Trump to win the election. So you have to step lightly, because he's gonna be accused of collusion. I mean, all of us know it wasn't collusion, because WikiLeaks has been incredibly critical of Trump as well. But, you know, Julian Assange is a guy who anytime... And I'm not that big a fan of Assange, I have to be perfectly honest. But, Julian Assange is a guy who is more interested in the salacious headlines and so forth. Like, he's more interested in rooting out corruption than anything else. You know, look.
That's why we need him.
Yes, I mean, he doesn't have the purest intent, actually. I think he's mostly, you know, looking for clicks and things like that, like anyone else. But, in the process, he does a lot of good.
Does he still not have internet? I don't think we've heard from him in a while.
Sure doesn't. He has not had internet for how many days?
There's been over a month.
There's a running counter, yeah. Let's see here. So I need to move the story forward. I need to check out Low T.
I Sold Snoopy the Junk says, have either of you guys heard about Ohio's voter purge law?
No, I haven't. What the fuck is going on?
I'm not sure. Are they requiring IDs?
It sounds to me, what is it? They're trying to get the dead Democrats off the rolls? Because I know Ohio had a big problem with that in the last election. They were one of the primary states, and unsurprisingly, because Ohio's so crucial in every general election, but they were one of the big states where a lot of Democrat voter fraud was detected.
Yeah, a lot of people rose from their graves to vote.
Yep, there was a lot of that.
Yeah, Ohio is purging the dead off the rolls. Didn't exactly word that right.
Off the rolls.
But thank you, Malachi.
That's good, though. That's bad news.
Holy shit.
What's up?
Tim Jams donates 500 pounds.
Jesus!
Hello, Goyam. Thank you for getting me into film noir. But I've recently picked up a Blu-ray box set of 4
What do you say, John? Fuck 'em.
Literally called 4 film noir classics. And was wondering what your thoughts are of them. The Dark Mirror.
The Dark Mirror, okay.
Secret Beyond the Door.
Okay.
And Force of Evil.
Force of Evil is excellent. I haven't seen the other two. What was there?
The fourth one is The Big Combo.
Oh, of course. So, yeah, 2 of those are excellent. Force of Evil is absolutely superb. The Big Combo is one of the greatest film noir ever made. Actually, both of those are 2 of the best film noir ever made. The other 2 I'm not familiar with. But that's the great thing about film noir is there's so many of them that you can always be discovering these little hidden gems, right? Like, just a few years ago, and a lot of them weren't even, it should be said, a lot of film noir was not preserved. So there's like the Film Noir Society and so forth that periodically dig these obscure film noir out of nowhere and restore them, and then we find a new film that has been gone for, you know, since 1941 or whatever the fuck, which is one of the coolest things about film noir. And one of those movies that popped up out of nowhere was Decoy, which I highly recommend. It's a fucking great film noir. I think it might even be on YouTube. But that was a B noir, and just comes out of nowhere. Like, you'll go to watch that one thinking it'll be nothing, and it turns out to be one of the best noir you've ever seen in your life. Beautiful cinematography, one of the best femme fatale characters ever. Ever.
And Tim, if I may throw in here, check out The Third Man. That happens to be my favorite.
Yeah.
But God, thank you, sir. That is extremely generous.
Very, very generous. And good luck. You're going to enjoy those movies, I have a feeling. It's always good to start with the big combo. I mean, it's in public domain, but if you get the Blu-ray of it, it's in widescreen, because it was one of the few film noir that was actually filmed in a wider aspect ratio. Very few classic film noir can say that.
Gorma64 says,
where is this guy?
What was that music you played before the stream started? I liked it.
That would be Perturbator.
Ooh, you played some Perturbator?
Nocturne City, my favorite album. Is there anything down here? Fuck. Where is this guy? Let's see. He went down into the sewers. Sales report. There we go.
It says you're a heretic!
Unaccounted for. There we go. Find out what's going on. Oh, I guess... Huh. Maybe I should ask that chemist, actually. Maybe I just got ahead of myself in the quest, actually. I should go back and talk to that chemist. I wonder if I can fast travel from here.
Mike Merchant donated and said, "It's amazing what people throw out. I just found some perfectly good Battletech novels."
Fuck yes! Okay, let's get up here. One minor gripe about this game, I wish there were more... I wish you could upgrade your outfit and stuff, and, you know, change how your character looks and whatever. That'd be cool. Just have a little bit of customization going on there, so you don't have to look like a fucking women's studies major.
Yeah, but, I forget, was this crowdfunded?
I think so. I know it was indie.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, because, it's pretty obvious that this was hand-drawn.
Right. No, someone put some serious TLC into this.
So I can understand there being a lack of customization, because you'd have to draw all those assets.
Right. Oh, fuck. All right. There's like a valve puzzle you have to do here. Hey! I pulled it off! Where is this guy? No, I don't think I need to go to the chemical factory. I need to find this fucking dude down in the sewers.
There's no map or some sort of guidance?
No, there is. It's just, you know, the sewers are the sewers.
Oh. One of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's... You can't fast travel within the sewers. Ah! Let's get back to Fixer's Hope and see if maybe that pharmacist douchebag has some info. Any more questions?
Well, we are actually done with the donations.
Bitchin'.
Which, thank you guys. You've all been very generous tonight.
There we go.
Yes.
High levels of stress and anxiety, heart
delicate
condition.
situation considering his heart condition, and an A2 state addiction to his meds.
Well...
Agent, we are playing DEX.
Yes.
Not to be confused with DEXT, which is something else. This is just called DEX, DEX.
Yes, sir. Well, gang, it looks like that's a good place for us to stop it. I want to thank each and every one of you glorious, lactating motherfuckers for joining us today. And, oops, there we go.
Darashi says there's actually DLC on Steam called DEX Extra Outfits.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Is that a fan-made thing, or is that...
I don't know. It's from the way she listed it, or he listed it. I'm sorry I assumed your gender. It sounded official.
He's a pan-gendered duck-billed platypus.
Yeah.
Actually. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa!
Look at you.
I didn't mean to do that. All right. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, disgendered, dysphoric attack helicopters of all ages. Thank you for joining us here on RazörFist Arcade Live. I hope you check this game out. It's really, really fucking cheap on Steam and oh so very goddamn worth it. We will, of course, be back next week to do this again and kick some serious ass. I have a few ideas of things that we could stream. I may or may not have gotten the HD remaster of a certain crime investigation game. So, we will be back.
Don't fucking tease me like
with
that.
RazörFist.
What is it?
We'll be back with RazörFist Arcade Live. For Taran Gell, I am RazörFist. God fucking speed, you whores.